Okay. I think I fixed it. Yeah, I'm okay. I don't know what happened, but basically it forced an installation of Windows Update as I just logged into my PC this morning. And everything sounded fine on my PC, but then things aren't coming out. Things weren't coming out on my sound settings for my stream because you can see like the volume bars here. And then I load up and it says you need to activate Windows PC before you can personalize your PC, which is crazy because everything was fine. So I can't actually change any of these sound settings. They don't let me change anything. So I went to this volume mixer and then I just like basically reset my output settings. And I think you're hearing everything is what I care. So as long as you hear TFT noises and you hear my voice, I can troubleshoot the rest later today. But
man, I'm getting more dogged again. That is concerning to a certain extent.
I think Windows just literally yoinked my license out of nowhere. Hey, I'm thank you for 22 months. It's all good. Okay, I'm glad that you guys are here. Sorry about that delay. I'm not sure what happened there. I'll turn it up a little bit though. Okay. Scammed by Windows. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Let's go ahead and check in with how these games are going so far. So the meta is starting to shift a little bit. Yesterday night, spent some time talking to some players about their meta reads and whatnot. I think we got some interesting stuff cooking this weekend. I think we got some interesting stuff. I think because there's only a few days of the B patch, there's like having the correct meta read is going to be of the utmost importance, as it usually is. That's like the first stack of importance of who does the best. And what's going to be more interesting as well is to see what's even more interesting beyond that is I think a lot of players don't agree on it. There's going to be some people who say you really need to be prioritizing these comps. There's going to be people who say you need to prioritize these kinds of approaches. Like, is it more reroll driven? Is it more forecast driven? When can you fast 9, if ever? Things like that. Are you going to do both cups on stream? I'll try to, yeah. That is the goal. It's going to be long weekends. Prismatic Destiny into 9 lives. Wow. That is crazy. So, expecting a couple scrims. Should be good to go. Also after this game, I forgot, but my wife bought me this sunscreen that I've been trying to apply to my before I stream, just because it's like good practice to do that. I need to go do that. After this game, I'll go do that. But it's actually the key. It's actually one of the like the key to good skincare. Is that you wash your face at night and moisturize, but then in the morning you just add some sunscreen. Not that like I go outside very much and I need protection against the sun, but just sunscreen itself is just good for your skin. It's awesome that everyone doesn't agree on the meta. Yeah, the meta is in an interesting spot. I think it's in a really interesting spot. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. Also, APAC. I think APAC has a different read than EU and NA. EU and NA is starting to converge a little bit because I think a lot of the top EU players practice with a lot of the top NA players now. So as much as we like love talking about EU, it is like obviously NA is greater than EU. I think that is demonstrative. Like we've been proven that and we've demonstrated that many times by now. I do think that a lot of EU and NA has converged in terms of like prepping and everything like that. What is a TFT Academy sponsored meta read? You mean Dishsoap's read? You think I'm gonna leak the read? The read is top 4ing is good, bot 4ing is not good. That's the read. I'm not gonna leak Dishsoap's read on stream. You're probably a spy from France for EU. You just walk up to Magnus Carlsen before the match and just be like, hey, what's your opening move? What time does the tournament start tomorrow? At Eastern. It starts at 9 a.m. Eastern, I believe. and then 4 p.m. Eastern for Americas. I would never leak. I would only accidentally tell a secret. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of people who are actually trying to help. I've seen you guys give advice in chat when I'm playing TFT. I'm not worried about people who do it intentionally. I'm worried about the people who accidentally, who have good intentions and are trying to be helpful. What up, Sluggles? Good morning, man. How are you doing? Ours did. Good to see you. No one here has good intentions. Really? You guys all watch me with bad intentions? I have all the evil chatters. All right. Taking a little bit into like macro here. Looks like Setsuko took heroic grab bag on 3-2 with unexpected expenses. I've been seeing this actually more and more. I've been seeing a lot of people take heroic grab bag and just using it for econ purposes. Like it's just like a way, like as you know, he already uses dupes and he used it to tempo. And I've been seeing more people use this as leverage to get to level 9, or just like to keep their tempo high for stage 4. So you use it on key 2 and 3 costs. I don't think he's re-rolling. I guess the summary of it is I've seen more and more people take heroic grab bag and not re-roll. And just use it purely for econ because it gives a pretty decent amount. 9 gold plus 2 dupes, so it can keep you high tempo. I don't know if Setsuko is planning, excuse me, to go to level 9 necessarily directly. He might be trying to like roll a little bit on 8, but but it is something interesting. A lot of care package at 3-2. Care package, I think most people have already caught on by now that it is one of the highest scaling value augments in the game, very similar to what was that augment that just kept giving you more and more cash outs? Treasure Hunt, where Treasure Hunt just literally scaled infinitely. It just kept giving you more and more and more resources, and you couldn't ever run out. Yeah, so that augment is just ridiculous. We have a drift hunt or drift duo attempt here with prismatic tickets. For double Giant Slayer, he's 1 off Lucian 3. He's going for Aatrox 3 as well, levels to 6 because he wants to hold a full bench. He's going for GP 3 as well. Frodan, where is that Soju fraud? Oh, he's right here. He's playing with his practice group off stream in call right now. I was watching him this morning. Where is he? He's training really hard to shut the hate watchers up. Sorry to disappoint you ahead of time. If there's any Soju hate watchers in chat today, just waiting to see if you can catch him. He's gonna be in prime form. Sorry to disappoint you again. Why? We know he's gonna go 8th. He got to the final lobby last cup. He almost made it to world. If he was 10% better if he was in 10% better form on the final day, if he locked in just a little bit harder, like 1 notch higher, he actually would have gone to Worlds last cup. But no, he just punted. If he got into check right before he got his ridiculous Crystal Gambit game, Soju would have went to Worlds. If you really think about it, he was like 1 or 2 placements off. Is Giant Slayer the best craftable item in the game right now? One of, yeah. By the way, we've been seeing more and more monster trainer games as well. Caretakers. When I say Caretakers, Living Force. Sorry, my brain's still firing up. Oh, another dupe. Another dupe. Oh, he's doing the trick. He's actually... So I did this yesterday, which is you play Kog'Maw for return, and then you switch this over to Smolder, I think, right? Assuming he's rolling for that. He also might just be rolling for... Actually, I'm not sure what he's rolling for necessarily besides the protectors. Okay, yeah. But the theory is... You could probably take Light Shield Crest here. I'm not sure if Interlating Locket has any inherent synergy with any of the protectors. Light Shield Crest is a lot more for some of the like Bastion units, I think. But well, It's fine. Anyways, if you like play Kog'Maw for a round, allegedly that's what like helps you pull Kog'Maw out of the pool, or so you start having Kog'Maw odds again. I know that I know what Riot said. Trust me, I know what Riot said. But like, I've been seeing more and more people do like one round. If you like see Smolder and other people are contesting Smolder, you just play Smolder for a round on PvE, and then you switch it, and then like all of a sudden both of you have Smolder 3. It's kind of weird. So you get contested Rammus, you change the Smolder and turn it back to Rammus. That is what people are doing. If that actually works, I'm not sure, but I feel like literally I did this yesterday, and someone else was holding 4 Smolders because they were playing like some Edgelord Smolder build or something like that, and all of a sudden I hit 8 Smolders. I can't really explain it to you. I think Monster Trainer in general is quite an enigma. It would not surprise me if there were like even more interactions about the pool and how the champion works that we still haven't even discovered. So I can't really say for sure, but I will say that. I appreciate the attempt to make the unit and the trade. I do think that it's been quite complicated and has been quite frustrating to deal with. Oh, this guy! Wait, Jazlatte actually hit Senna 3 out of nowhere. He was at 8 Lucians and like 3 Sennas, and I guess he just sent it and hit Senna 3. Oh my god! Wait, he's actually really, really strong, but he's at 16 HP, which is kind of scary. They're removing levels from Monster Trainer overall next patch. Yeah, they are. I saw that. They also, but the thing is, like, the #1 reason why I think there's still like problems with Lulu. Setsuko is going fast 9, by the way. Is that you can't get Lulu off Carousel because she has inherently a lot of bugs, and there's just so many different problems with that. And I think that that's sort of been like my leading cause of why I think like Lulu is just so like the rules don't really like I don't believe the rules are figured out yet for Lulu. It's not to say that I think the shop odds are bugged or whatever, or there's something wrong with the pool, whatever. Wave theory, card pack theory, you know, whatever else conspiracy theory you want to. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I think personally there's something weird going on with Lulu. Someone hit Cassante 3 from Pandora's bench with 10 out of the pool? What? Wait, do you have a clip of that? Like there was 10 Cassante at the pool and they transformed it into Cassante 3? What? That's so weird. Dishsoap was in a double Kog'Maw 3 game. Yes. Yes. I mean, okay. Theoretically, it's possible for 2 people to hit 3-star 3 cost, right? There are 18 in the pool. If there are 18 in the pool, that means it's entirely plausible that 2 people have hit. It's just unlikely to be the case because it's just hard to get there. I will say that 3-cost reroll in my solo queue lobbies seem to be on the rise. As in, I play in a lobby where 5 people were playing 3-cost reroll. There were 2 separate Monster Trainer players, a Caitlyn Jace player, a Malzahar, and a Darius reroll. Oh no, a Viego and a Darius reroll. And it was crazy because I just felt like, what? They all help each other hit. It's nuts. Setsuko trying to transition to the Varus Fast 9. It's going to be hard to get there. He's at 22 life, but he has multiple lives. Very hard turn. Not one Jin in. He does. Needs the fruit. This is a tough board to go up against. Pretty strong as Gwen. Does not have his fruits up. Gather force. Ooh, okay, looks like he got there. That's a really nice transition by Setsuko. Very, very important turn. Now, the thing is, Xperion still has 4 lives, right? So he has a lot of resources yet to get. So it's a good time to play him. Jazlatte lost. Oh, wow. Jazlatte lost. He's at 1 life. He lost his Smolder too. I mean, I believe we moved up Smolder on the tier list. He definitely is starting to gain more popularity. In fact, The thing about Smolder in particular is that I think he's actually quite flexible. A lot of people are playing Smolder with every front line. Basically, just whatever front line you get. You can play him with Juggernauts, you can play with Protectors, you can play with Bastions. Last night I was playing double with a friend and 4 players were going fast 9 Varus. I went to 10. I was contested. I almost hit Gwen 3 instantly. Well, yeah, that's a sign that things are working well with the pool, right? That's like a good thing. If everyone's just contesting the same thing, then playing uncontested should work. If only it were that if it was that simple. Where's K3 Juicy? In Florida. I believe he's in Florida right now. He's practicing off stream. He's getting ready to shut up the haters again. By the way, the Exalted Adventure. I think we came in just as he was cashing out. Looks like he got Radiant TG and the Infinite Remover. Playing Exalted Adventure, Shinzao, Zaya, and Janna. And played Protector Zaya with no fan service, by the way. Really interesting. look at this. This might be the most scuffed Zaya reroll I've ever seen. Body change, Bludgeoner, Deathblade, Titans. What? What the heck? Dude, Bopster is just straight up making it up. I think he missed on fan service as well. I think he missed. So I think that's probably what it is. So he's waiting for double remover. Maybe he removes on Rakan and Zaya and then gets the fan service late game. Going for a Reforge. He has Kraken. He's been waiting for Kraken, right? And then he can go for, I guess, these gloves. He has no utility. Is he actually gonna refruit? Binteum basically with Star Guardian tempo. Cambulee hits Smolder 3. What's he waiting for to see? Waiting to see his matchup. What's he want? What does he want here? Goes Giant Slayer. Interesting. Jazzlatte is pretty strong, but this Radiant Stone Plate on Poppy is very, very tanky. Oh my god, that mech. Okay, Xperion is losing all these fights right now. Whoa, just kidding. Set's crazy. Okay, sometimes randomly Set pops off. This Smolder, by the way. Canbizz Smolder versus Lyyyress Smolder. Both of them were kind of close, except Lyyyress. Oh, Lyyyress is not that close. I thought he had 7 Smolders, not 5. Rough. Bopster. So Bopster did go for 1 refruit to see if he could hit fan service, and he missed, so he's not going to use it again. And then Setsuko, I think, by the way, is stable. Looks like he got to the board. The Fast 9. He's just basically playing a variation that plays around Lee Sin. Lee Sin as an Executioner. I like it. I think Setsuko may have won the game. Yeah. And Cambulee beating Lyyyress. Contested Smolder. Do you think if you like see this, should you just like have pivot? Like not that you could do anything now, but should they have pivoted to Kog'Maw instead? I guess maybe the items didn't allow him to do it. He's still rolling. He's rolling for Yasuo 3. Yasuo 3, Smolder 3. He's at 6-5. Dude, Cambulee living at 1 HP is just the thorn in Lyyyress' side. Like this is so crazy. That like that they're contesting Smolder and they're just holding hands to bot 4 together. I feel like contesting Smolder is on like my no list, but maybe they were like they were forced to, because they Living Forge and this guy had Tactician's Kitchen with Bastion +1. Yasuo Bastions. But Yasuo Bastions is starting to get more popularity, though, if you have the niche spot for it. And Lyyyress likes playing some of the weird stuff. I think Lyyyress is... Wait, is he dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? I think he's barely alive. Cambiz went 7th. Setsuko lost. There's some kind of resource that tells you what you could hit certain fruits, like you can't hit fan service in stage 5. Yeah, you should look at some tables, like Meta TFT has it. Bopster's already dead. I mean, that makes sense. He played no fan service. I think he missed on his fruits a lot. It looked like he was putting fruits on Xayah first. I think the odds were slightly higher on Rakan. So one thing that I've seen a lot of players do is specifically here, by the way, this is where you go. You go to tables, you go to power possibilities. But the pool for Rakan for fan service is very likely. But oh wait, you can't get fan service after stage 4. Oh, so he was screwed. Okay, never mind. So there's nothing you can do after stage 4. You know, I maybe I'm outing myself as a high roller, but like I guess I never really missed. So whenever I was trying to play fan service, I never really missed after stage 4. So, or rather, I never had to roll after stage 4. The bag was separate? For what? Lulu? Xperion down to 1 life. The thing about Xperion is that I think he's actually playing like a top 4 setup. Wait, Setsuko's dead? Oh, that's a 5th? Wait, his board was so strong. I thought he was gonna win the game. Instead, it's Jazzlatte with his 1-8. Oh, we got another strategist emblem. That's crazy. 3-star mech, 3-star Senna, Lucian, and Aatrox, and now he's winning out. I mean, I'm a big believer in mech. You guys know we have mech in the S tier for TFT Academy. If anything, this feels like we should sort of put Drift Duo as a variation of this, because it feels like it's just mech reroll. But you know what? I'll probably do that like later today. The tier list could use a little bit of reorganizing just because there's a lot of like offshoot stuff. There's like, you know how like this is basically a mech version. Also, there's like a Malzahar Jinx flex board that's like kind of Malzahar, although it's not really Malzahar. It's actually Jinx now. He also lost. Wait, what? Everybody I watch just loses. Star Guardian Prismatic check, 12,000. So I think if he loses by 1 unit, for the entirety of stage 6, I think he'll activate it by the end. Does mech benefit from strategist? I mean, it does if the mech becomes a strategist through mech pilot, but I don't think that it does. Oh, are you talking about like the general shield? Oh yeah. All allies in the front gain shield. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were asking like, does it count as a strategist? It does not. What level do you roll for Drift Duo? Generally level 4 and 5. Generally level 4 and 5. Sometimes in rare scenarios, you are very likely to get Lucian 3, so you can push levels. So like, I think Jazzlatte actually leveled to 6, but he had 8 Lucians, so that is basically like he had 8 Lucians with Prismatic Ticket, so he leveled to 6 for the last copies because his bench was full. I think that's acceptable because your odds are still like reasonable to hit a 1 cost. Just not many copies of it. You don't want to level to 6 if you have like 6 copies of Lucian. You're just unlikely to hit, but 8 is reasonable. Man, Xperion with a 2nd with Prismatic Destiny, 9 lives, no reroll. He played Soul Fighter instead. That's pretty unusual. You usually don't see people go for 9 lives into tempo. Usually they play 9 lives into some kind of reroll. All right, let's open up the score sheet and see what's going on with today's scrim blocks. Today is September 18th, which is crazy because this month has felt like a year. And also, it's only halfway over, and yet it's already almost done. Time do be flying like that. Look at the score so far. The #1 player performing today so far after 3 games is Dr. O. Lyyyress Terry, Juanmei, Canbizz, Xperion, Flancy. Again, another top 8 where right now, I'm just going to have to add some commentary to this. I don't see a lot of NA. At least that's what was going on yesterday. Actually, you know what? Was this? Oh, no, this is the Scrim player. CNC and EU, CNC and EU, CN EU, APAC, LATAM, NA. Wasianiverson holding it down. Wasianiverson and Setsuko holding it down. And then EU, yeah. And once again, after 3 games so far, only Setsuko seems to be doing well. Maybe my stock on Setsuko is going to be kind of high. We'll see. Going into the day before the tournament. It's also the final day of scrims, but I have to say, it's likely that a lot of players today have to iron out their meta reads, and a lot of confidence could be forged deeper. People feel like, oh, I have the read, here's how I hone it. Or some players are going to completely lose their confidence. It's going to be interesting. I think 9 Lives is primarily 4 cost now. I think 9 Lives reroll is worse after the table changes. That is interesting. I don't know if I fully agree with that. But maybe that's just an EU take. Setsuko, Frodan ulted. I didn't ult. The tournament hasn't even started yet. The tournament isn't started yet. You know, how about this? EU is going to win this weekend. They're going to win both tournaments. They're so good, man. EU is so good. I can't believe it, man. You see how many world championships they've won? They're popping off, man. Wait, Shendu joined Scrims and he went 1-1-1. The Scrim god is back. If you guys saw World Scrims from last set, like Shendu is like the second most popular streamer in China, period, I think, for TFT. Not just like in general. So he's very, very popular. He was an actual Scrim demon. I'm pretty sure he averaged like a 2.2 in Scrims over like the course of 4 days. And then at Worlds, he underperformed, but holy shit. EU. And as we know, EU takes become NA takes after 1 week. Yup, EU's gonna win, man. This is my tier list. This is my tier list. EU, Gap, NA for this weekend. That's my prediction. Actually, let me close this real quick. This is my that was like my set mechanics tier list. Okay, so they're inputting the scores and getting things ready. Actually, give me a second to actually wash my face. I'll be right back. Okay. None of you guys ever asked, but hey, I might be the first TFT streamer ever to actually show you skincare routine. Remember, you know how there's like a meme all the time about like skincare routine, drop the skincare routine, so on and so forth. I'll show you a little bit of it. Okay, so I'm using a product that helps me with sunscreen, so it's something that is nice. It duals also as a way to just help you with some of your skin with like some coloring. So I'm gonna take this. I use a metal rod because you don't want to use your hands because it gets dirty. If you dip your fingers in things, it gets dirty after a while. And you apply some of that sunscreen. So slight wipe, boom. You want to apply here on the left and before. I'm not used to doing this on my in front of the camera, so you do that and then you just wipe it across. Be very gentle around the eyes. You want to do kind of a specific motion. You don't want to like rub. You want to like stretch away. You are indoor, bro. Yeah, and that's how good sunscreen is for your skin. He's hiding the blush. I mean, I'm not doing a good job of it because I don't have like a mirror. Like usually you can like kind of put it all in, but anyways, that is some of you guys have terrible skin. I'm just gonna say it. Some of you gamers have awful skin, so you can sit there and judge me all you want, or you can take care of yourself. You can eat right, sleep well. You can be active and you can take care of your skin, or you can just sit there and grind more TFT. So sorry that I'm like educating you guys on how to actually do something to actually change a little bit of your appearance if you want to care about it. But all I'm saying is I've met a good amount of TFT and gamers in my life. It's not even just TFT gamers, just people in general. But some of you guys do take care of yourselves, and I appreciate that. And a lot of you guys do not, so. I enjoy skincare. I mean, this is what you do. It's not rocket science. So you just do this a little bit every day, and you're good to go. Anyways, I hope I showed you a little bit of insight into it. Everyone keeps saying drop the skincare routine. I just did. It's not even an ad, by the way. It's not even an ad. There's no like. I'm not like sponsored by beauty products. At least not yet. I don't think so. I don't think they would ever do that for me, anyways. Did I get everything? The thing that I don't want is like smudges of things on my face. It's just sunscreen. No, not like any kind of sunscreen. Make sure you get like the sunscreen. There's basically almost everything has some kind of SPF. If you want to get some kind of product that has sunscreen in it for SPF, but it's also other kinds of products. Like the reason why I'm kind of hesitant is because I'm not super educated on it. I'm afraid of suggesting something that might not be good for your skin. Make sure you actually like check out what's going on, because sometimes if you get a product based on what a streamer recommends, for example, and you don't understand your skin type and everything like that, it might have some bad consequences. So I'm like hesitant because I'm like not fully educated. I'm carried by my wife. My wife is what recommended this product to me. And so that is why I'm like, why is he being kind of weird, like not giving us straight answers? Because I'm not entirely sure, man. I just kind of like take what she suggests and then I just like use it. Yeah. Are you okay? Your heart rate is showing 0. Oh yeah, my bad. I'm dead. Just ask wife, yes. Or if you don't, get a wife. Or if you don't have a wife, get to rank 1 challenger and then get a wife, and then she can give you some skincare recommendations. And then you can also go on stream and apply your skincare routine. Anyways, my wife is coming back tomorrow, who I miss. She has Levi. Levi's with his great-grandma and his grandpa over in Ohio. They're like east of Cleveland, so they'll be back tomorrow. Frodan's a vampire. Me? No, I'm not a vampire at all, man. Actually, you know what? I thought about it for a while. I wouldn't mind if the vampire turned me, though, because not because I'm like into the whole neck biting fetish, but because I think that I'm down to become immortal, and I don't even see the sun anyways. So, anyways, let me return. I'll move this back. I don't want to miss the lobby. The thing about these lobby creations is that they move so quickly that I might miss it. I think we should watch a lobby that has some China skew, right? Let's watch a China skew lobby. Actually, there's not that many CN people playing. And Soju has kicked me from the lobby. Let's look at what Shendu is doing with milk, shall we? That guy averaged a 1 in scrims. He is 1-1-1-4. Maybe he knows something I don't. Maybe he knows something I don't. Isn't Ohio a 1-cost state? Is it? I thought Ohio was a pretty solid state, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, people love to make fun of Cleveland, but I didn't think it was like real. I thought it was just kind of a meme. Kind of like how people make fun of Soju. It's all just a meme. Jetasaur 5788. Yikes. Yikes, not good. Why is chat typing bite my neck? I'm not sure why. Okay, would you rather be converted into a vampire or would you rather be turned into like a robot? The android. Like would you rather convert into a vampire or an android? I feel like a vampire has more fun. I feel like if you're an android, you can't even like feel fun anymore. But the problem with vampires that you live so long that you get desensitized to everything, unless apparently you fall in love with a teenage girl and you know you're alive for hundreds if not thousands of years, and then all of a sudden you just meet some random girl in high school and you're obsessed with her. That's kind of weird, right? Kind of a weird premise, but hey. Anyways, I feel like the thing about vampires, you have to kind of kill people though. And if you're an android, I guess you get to just, you know, fuck around and beat boop, which is kind of chill. But then everyone like downplays you because you're just an android. So if you're good at TFT, well, it'll be like, everyone will be like, yeah, you're a bot. And you can't even say like, and now the anti-clanker movement is here. A vampire sounds way cool. That's what I thought. But the problem with vampires, you kind of have to like deal with the blood hunger, you know? Team Jacob or Team Edward? Would I rather be a werewolf or rather be a vampire? The thing about like, I guess both of them can lose control, right? The whole point is like, ooh, at any time they might like go insane and go berserk and they might murder me. How hot, how romantic. I don't know who I'm actually on. I'm on team no murder. I think the order would go for me probably robot, then vampire, then werewolf, but I could probably see. The whole like the problem with vampires is like depends on like what rule you want to follow. There's like the vampires that can like get blood packages from the hospital and that's how they eat their food, but I feel like that's just like being optimistic. Life is rarely that convenient. Let's go with the lobby I originally said with Shendu. I want to see if this guy has some CN tech. I think everyone's here is trying to spectate because this guy went 1-1-1-4. Maybe this guy has something. This guy knows something. Maybe this guy knows something. I'm going to add all the EU people. Just because tomorrow we're going to be watching a bunch of EU folks. Dude, everyone here is here to watch the CN tech from Shendu. The mid-game spike of werewolf is painful. Well, I'm assuming that like with anything in pain, maybe you just get accustomed to it. Maybe get used to the pain. I'm trying to get the NA leak. Dude, NA has no tech, man. Oh, God. 3 random emblems. Okay, if you're playing Pro Scrims, do you just remake this? Uh-oh. This lobby feels very strong. Yeah, this lobby is a strong lobby. Fake practice. It is fake practice. A lot of people are going to argue, oh, you need to practice these kinds of scenarios, but the problem is you can't replicate it, so the practice is like... I guess you're flexing a muscle, but like if you're practicing a specific thing, it's like only going to be useful if you encounter that again. But yeah, I mean we'll go through it. We have Wraith, Heavyweight, Juggernaut. That's pretty good for like Kale reroll or just Wraith in general. You can also just play Aatrox and just flex anything. You like you get like easy, convenient activations of it. Duelist, Supreme Cell, Juggernaut. This guy has a Kaisa setup. Wraith, Supreme Cells, and Edgelord. Okay. A lot of people are checking their KO. Wraith, Sorcerer, and Luchador. Wraith, Sorcerer, and Luchador. Kind of a weird one, not gonna lie. Because Luchador leans into AD and Sorcerer leans into AP, so kind of a weird. Prodigy, Executioner, and Star Guardians. Only Prodigy one. We have Executioner, Edgelord, and Battle Academia. Pretty good for Katarina. Schoolyard Justice. With Battle Academia, I'd be tempted to think about it. And I'm pretty sure the hero augments are really good. Okay, Milk can go for Shojin. The new build involves... He has half of a Shojin, half of a Titans. That's really good. I made a video on all... I made a video on how to play all the hero augments this patch yesterday. Sorry in advance. But I needed to let the PSA know because I'm pretty sure hero augments are really good this patch. If there's anything that I would say right now about this patch in general that I can say confidently and it's not news to anyone, is I'm pretty sure the best comps in the game are hero augments. I'm pretty sure it's a hero augment patch. But I also think that you can't, like... just because it's a hero augment patch doesn't mean you always click the hero augments. But if you get the good hero augment spot, it is oftentimes power gapping the rest. Hero augment, Hero Vi looks like the best melee artifact user. I would. Isn't Viego good with it? What are we watching? We're watching a game called Teamfight Tactics, the #1 strategy game in the world. Amazing. Is Shen better unit than Shinzao right now? Are you talking about like 1-to-1? Like what would you hold? I would probably think that Shinzao on average performs better with items if you're able to get there. Shen's not a bad unit, and he does have some pretty decent traits if you need to activate around them, like Edgelord. But I would say that on average, people are playing around Shinzao a little bit more because Soul Fighter is really good tempo. What do you think is the worst hero augment? Probably Malphite. But it's not like he's unplayable either. She can use Prowler's Call, Spectral Cutlass, Mittens, and Hull Breaker. Yeah, I mean, she could. But I also think that those aren't necessarily melee. Like, you can say that they're melee artifacts, but I think those are specifically assassin artifacts. Prowler's Call, Spectral Cutlass tend to be more assassin oriented. But if you're talking about Viego, Viego uses range extension. He uses Wit's End. He uses Static Shiv, Zonya's Paradox. I actually played a game yesterday where I played Seeker's Arm Guard of Viego, and that also felt okay as well. So, yeah. Like, I played a game, and I ended up reforging it late game because I had Gambler's Blade and Seeker's Arm Guard, so I did a double reforge, and I got Infinity Force, and that also felt pretty solid. I think that, like, if your strategy was to be to take, like, Mogul's Mail early game, where I took Gambler's Blade because I had Lux too early, and then you, like, go for a double artifact reforge and into Viego, I think that's actually a completely legitimate strategy because Viego has so many hits. I forgot about the most important hero augment in the game, Portable Forge. It's just so insane, man. Maybe I should have said that in the video. The ironic thing about it is that Portable Forge is a hero augment. All right, what do we got here? What do we got? We got YBY with the early Viego start. He loves Viego. He pocket recon bombed into Nico too. Keepers, reroll transfer. You know, I feel like this augment is legitimately bad, but I think I see people pick it, and it makes me think that I probably don't pick it enough. I think I don't know. I don't think I've clicked this ever. No, that's not true. I definitely kicked it like on PB, stuff like that, but I don't think I've ever clicked this on like live. You know where I can see this being insane? Imagine you get earlier augments, you get reroll transfer, and then you get beggars can be choosers on like 2/2. Is that even possible? And then you don't, and then you can just like somehow get. I don't even know how many rerolls you would get if you just get like beggars can be choosers with this card. What if it just gives you like 25 rerolls or something like that? That would be kind of crazy. Frodan, I hit GM for the first time, but I feel like a phony being high LP. Don't feel bad, man. It just means that people are capable of change. It's entirely plausible that you have improved at TFT, especially because you watch my stream a lot. You've been following for years. You've been watching before. It actually makes sense. You are capable of change. I believe in you. I believe in you. It's 36 rerolls per augment round. Well, you only can get it one time because you can't get beggars. I guess you could theoretically get beggars can be choosers into augment reroll, into reroll transfer into that, so you would be able to get like one round of 3 sets of rerolls. Enzo, by the way, with Silver Destiny into 9,000 volts. Yeah, even bad players can be GM. Some of the worst players are in GM, for example. My God. Just look at the elitism on full display in chat, man. Even bad players can be grandmasters, guys. Good Lord. There's one thing for sure, that guy is from EU. I don't know where Oshin's from, but I'm pretty sure this guy's from EU, man. That's just EU coded through and through, man. The EU toxicity is legendary. I mean, it's true. He's right. You know, I always have to remember that EU is flaming me in their second language. There's like a deeper cut with that. Like they just say you are absolute dog shit, but I have to remember that they're insulting me in their second or maybe third language. It's crazy, man. I'm out here struggling to keep up in my primary language. It's NA also? No, but the thing about EU is, the thing about NA versus EU is EU says it in a certain way, even through text. Like I can just tell that it's an EU viewer, even just from like the way they type it. I'm not sure how to explain it, but like you just see the way it's typed, both in sentence structure as well as like the way they're like formatting everything, either through capitalization or punctuation, so on and so forth. You can just tell it's EU versus NA. Rageblade and Deathcap. So I think Jazlatte is going to be going to KL as well. Here, I want to see some 9,000 volts because I actually haven't seen much of Kennen before. Okay, so he's going to go for Striker Flail here. No Rageblade, but go for Nashers. Smolder. Smolder for some anti-heal utility as well. Okay, interesting. Milk going for Garen. Balmyeong, Kraken, and Flail. Did you ever take Forge here? Ooh, would you take Gamber's Blade because it has synergy with this, with the Kraken? He has a spat. I thought he was trying to go for an Edgelord emblem and try to go for like 6 edgelords, but I'm not sure what he's trying to play right now. His spot looks really hard. Balmyeong, if you don't know, was the #1 APAC qualifier points player, #1 QPR player in set 12, I believe. EU has better English. I mean, literally, and I say this as a historical fact, English is an EU language. Just saying.
Man, I'm getting more dog again.
Derek Rose, thank you for 6 months. Power of friendship. Okay, so we have Star Guardians. I think it's Edgelords. We have Kennen. We have Garen. I think YBY might be thinking about Viego. It actually makes sense. You can play 4 Juggernaut because sometimes when you play Viego, you're stuck with like you want to play Neferi early and you want to play around set, but then also Udyr ties in really easily with Juggernaut Duelist. Maybe now you don't have to play Udyr. You can also go the opposite direction and now play like 4 Juggernauts for the frontline for Viego as well. But I'm pretty sure this means that he just doesn't have to play Udyr, and he gets tempo that way. So I think YBY just might be playing Viego. Then what looks like to be KO reroll with Juggernauts. He has Juggernaut and Heavyweight and Wraith. Are you supposed to still fish for Socialite? Nope. Nope. Socialite got removed from the game. It got removed from the game. It had its reign of terror, and now it's over. Now it's over, you guys. Does anybody miss Socialite? Or is everyone universally happy that we no longer have to position like donkeys? Yeah, you guys in NA just got the language, the colonization package. The colonization package. I didn't realize that we opted in. You're making it sound like some airline mile club credit card that we signed up for. No one chose this, man. Kennen 3. Still rolling. He's rolling for Malphite 3. I feel like Malphite 3 might not be that important, but he's so close, you might as well try. Soul Fighter +1 for YBY. Everyone got spats off Carousel. Shojin, Hodge, and Titans for Milk. Jazzlatte with the Natrox 3. Balmyeong took a Tactician's Chrome. Neferi 3, Aatrox 3. Interesting. Socialite is still in TFT Academy comps. Where, TJ? I'll fix it. Where is it? The Lux comp? The dude literally looked at the very bottom of the tier list. Holy cow. Alright, I'll fix it. Bro's trying to play the worst comp in the game. Actually, Socialite, Shinebright Lux is actually not even bad. It's actually kind of good. Let me see. I can switch it around here. So Viego. And then I think let me just put this here real quick. Sunfire. I'll switch it up a little bit. Viego here, and then what do we have? Boshin's out, and Swain can get Socialite. No, you can't. No, you can't. Ideally, second food becomes Socialite. So that no, that's not true. Deleted. And now, actually, hold on a second. And now, the site. We're finally free from Socialite. It's crazy, man. Some of the we get reminded constantly about that kind of stuff. I mean, I have a lot. I feel like maintaining TFT Academy has been very like humbling for like understanding like the dev process of TFT as well, because this is just information that we are updating that's curated, but like there's so many things that we just like do a big patch and we kind of forget things because there's so much to do. There's so many like small little things to update about everything But people will never fail to remind us about like everything we haven't updated yet. And I feel like that's the same thing about TFT dev process, which is like, you know, they just haven't updated X. And I feel like it's just easy to miss all that stuff. Is this game playable for someone with an IQ problem? TFT? What do you mean an IQ problem? I'm not sure I follow. Like if you're like unintelligent, like you're incapable of puzzle solving and reasoning. I mean, probably, yeah. TFT is, believe it or not, contrary to what people say a lot of times, TFT is a thinking man's game. You just have to think very quickly and respond to what's going on the screen. If you want, you could play like another game where you can just kind of actually turn your brain off. It's another game that you can turn your brain off and succeed in. Just play crew and spam. I mean, you can play TFT without thinking. I think there's like, honestly, I think low IQ TFT might be more fun of an experience than actually getting better at TFT. There's two forms of TFT that probably are actually really fun. One is like actually getting better and trying to chase your high rank and go to challenger, and like I think competitive TFT is sick. I also have a sneaky suspicions that truly low IQ brain off TFT is probably even more fun. In some ways, I wonder if like me falling in love with competitive TFT was a curse, or not a curse, but like not even the best form of it. Reroll TFT is low IQ. It's not, man. It's not. I actually think that this guy hit KL3. Diego. I actually am starting to think that people who think the people who think reroll TFT is low IQ are legitimately just bad at the game. It's almost like a self-report at this point, because it's not that reroll is not easier than some other things, but I think the people who legitimately have that opinion are actually just bad at the game. And they just literally they make up things in their mind to justify that what their play style that they prefer, which is 4-cost flex, which by the way is not flex, is superior, and they're upset because people are taking like low execution, low intelligence, subhuman strategies in order to gain LP. If only they were more sophisticated and on the same plane of my intellectual prowess is to click on 3 copies of a 4-cost. My God. Then TFT would be perfect. You know the meme where it says like X if Y didn't exist? TFT if rerollers didn't exist, and it's like this futuristic society with hovering cars. My God. Now excuse me while I click on every Star Guardian in the game and never roll until stage 4. Can we bring back flex? My caveat to that is yes, if you can define flex, which I don't think you can. Or rather, sorry, when I say you, I'm talking to a broad group of people. Everyone's definition of flex has largely changed. It's more like, can we bring back fun in the game? It's actually basically has been the same type of discussion. There's been so much discussion on the subreddit about flex that they bring up good points, but holy cow. I'm gonna tell you guys that if these guys just write straight up dissertations, man. These guys are not even just writing essays. They're just writing like, oh my goodness, man. It's just like, it's just words after word after word after word after word on the subreddit. And you know what? I appreciate all this, man. I have been having trouble sleeping at night just because I've been under a lot of stress. Not in a bad way. It's just like, you know, I've been kind of it's been hard. Like basically there's a lot going on, and so I feel like it's hard to wind down. But like, my goodness, man, there are so many words being written about this. Let me see. There's another one too. There's one that was like about. Is it this? No. There was like a. There's another one where like he wrote an entire thesis about TFT Flex, and one of the primary examples of like when Flex was in the set was Heartsteel, which I find hilarious because it's on the one hand, he's right. Heartsteel was very flexible, but on the other hand, I don't think people remember exactly how Heartsteel was going. When you would look at the lobby and literally 6 people in the lobby would play Heartsteel because it was so overpowered. Because it turns out that if you get a free Thief Gloves every 4 rounds in the game, you can play anything. If you get a free Thieves Gloves every 4 rounds in the game, yeah, I guess you could click on any 4 cost you want. It's this one. Let me see. No support traits are not the reason you can't fight. Another thread. That's right. He was like Scrap Corky. I mean, Scrap Corky is a good example of it. But he's like, man, an example of flex play done right. Set 10 Ezreal. And it's like, here's all these flex. It's because you got so much free shit. It's because you got so much. It was so overpowered. And what people don't understand about flex is what you're asking for is crazy, universally overpowered mechanics. Because it does not matter. It does not matter what you do. Just put 3 Heartsteel in and then just do anything that activates traits. And Heartsteel was also overpowered for the majority of the set. Go and read the comments under every patch notes for that set. And it would be everyone complaining and rolling their eyes saying, this is so boring. It's just another Heartsteel plus whatever was the second best comp in the game. It was Heartsteel plus Akali Karthus. It was Heartsteel plus Superfan reroll. It was Heartsteel plus Riven and Yone reroll. It was just Heartsteel plus X. It was literally just like that was the entirety of set 10. And everyone's like, "Well, bring that back." It's like I think they might. I want to say all that, and I also want to say that I think this guy brings up good points throughout. It's a good read. It's honestly like he says a lot of smart things. But like I think this is where people really get missed on the conversation because I just feel like they're just saying buzzwords. They're just saying a bunch of random phrases like vertical's bad, flex good, power and traits down, individual unit power up, and I just feel like they just learn talking points to just complain about why they don't like how they're not having fun. And yeah, I just feel like it's just turned into a bunch of buzzwords. Now, I understand, and I'm not saying that they should stop talking about those things. I'm glad they're raising points because I think having discussion is healthy for the game. I'm not saying stop talking about it, but at the same time, I do feel like there's a lot of people who just literally become they just become parrots of the same talking points over and over. Is Milk gonna go 8th with this hero augment? I think the problem with this lobby is that the temp. We talked about this being a hero augment patch, but I feel like trainer golems 1 changes that dynamic a lot, and I think 2 these guys weren't really like win streaking a lot, and I think right now this lobby is very, very lopsided. TFT inherently becomes less flexible once people solve the patch and know what openers are good with which end boards. I know that's another thing too, is that TFT gets solved quicker, but also it's one of those things where TFT is never really solved. So there's like a weird paradox. There's actually an interesting paradox within the game, which is that people just stop trying to solve. People just like try to play optimally and optimize around everything, but at the same time, the patch is not solved at all. And I think that like most of the time, TFT patches far before the meta actually gets solved. There's only been like a couple of instances where TFT has actually been solved for real. And I think it's been like when it was correct for 6 people to play very close to. I don't care what they do as long as the game stops being boring. I mean, that's fair. No one can argue. No one can argue at that point. But at the same time, that's one of those things where what is fun to you, right? And I think fun is just one of these things that's just really hard to argue and also define. What is fun in TFT? Winning is fun. Making up a new comp and doing well with it is fun. Hitting a 3-star 5 cost is fun. I don't know, like there's all these different kinds of things. And the desire to kind of chase dopamine highs and fun is also something that has led to some decisions that we're in, which is like, who cares? Just make it fun. It's kind of like, well, TFT. So then the devs are like, well, you guys don't want the same thing, right? Here's an example. Crystal Gambit is actually reprinted Heartsteel. If you think about it, right? Every 4 rounds, you can cash out. It's not exactly Heartsteel, but it's basically Heartsteel. But I don't think people think that's that. How many people here think like, man, Crystal Gambit is so fun? I think a lot of people actually complained about it. But Crystal Gambit is basically a reprint of Heartsteel. I mean, not in that way though, because obviously part of it was tied to the units and different things like that. Crystal Gambit is Conquerors. Nope, it's Heartsteel. Just go back and read Heartsteel. So Crystal Gambit, and I don't think people here are saying like, well, because there's a need. What happened last set? Last set they actually took some of the most fun things in TFT and brought it back. People love set 9 Aphelios. They brought that back, right? People loved other different traits that were similar. Like KDA was pretty fun to play back in set 10. They brought back with Street Demons, and people would be like, well, this is boring. You brought back the same thing. So the TFT devs need to not only keep things fun, but they have to keep innovating. So they keep trying to do different variations of things, and so they're just trying out different stuff, and people are like, well, that's not fun. Anyways, we're getting really, really off topic here. We're not even watching the scrims anymore. Partially because it's a trainer golems game. This game feels very nonsense to me, but wow, 6 Wraith, 4 Luchador. He kind of cooked. You know what? Maybe just make every game, maybe just release trainer golems mode. That is fun. That's so fun. Every game is so wacky. Trainer golems, the game mode. Wow, I get to play 6 Wraith, 4 Luchador. Fun. I love fun. Who knows, man? Who knows? That's the hard part, right? Again, I'm not being dismissive of... The reason why I'm saying it that way is because it's just like one of these things where it's just really hard to define. That does legit sound fun to me. I mean, sure, it'd probably be fun for a little bit of time, but and then what's after that? You're like, that's boring. Give me a golem with 5 emblems. Let me really cook. I want gold trait everything. 6 juggernauts, 6 wraiths, 6 duelists, 6 heavyweight. And then we have a new augment called Gold for Life. I mean, it reminds me of, like, you know, reality TV that just keeps cranking it up. Like, you know, when I watch some of these reality dating shows with my wife, right? She watches The Bachelor, Perfect Match, Love is Blind, The Ultimatum, everything. Every terrible reality dating show that's ever existed. We're watching it. We even watched this really bad one called like Sneaky Links. It's just so where like you're supposed to just like try to sneak into people's rooms late at night. Like you call each other up on the phone and be like, oh yeah, you want to meet up? It's like it's such a dumb premise. Anyways, it's awful. And they're always like in every preview is like, this is the craziest breakup in show history. And I'm like, it's not, man. It's just the exact same predictable thing over and over and over. You're just like constantly trying to rush them with like, no, this is the biggest drama yet. Never before in the history of Dota, right? That's what I hear every single time I see these previews of these shows. Anyways, the need for constant dopamine of like man, what if we had what's a tier beyond Prismatic, right? What if we had another tier beyond that? What if we had 7 cost? What if we had 15 cost units? What if we got 7 Prismatic augments? It's kind of the need to just constantly push that and kind of doing an arms race, and that's kind of led to where we are right now. We just kind of need that more. It sort of pushed TFT into the situation where it feels like we have way too much going on in the game. Okay, so we have Jinx, best defense, Sky Piercer. Why don't they just do better? Bro, your rage bait is just so low effort. Just do better. I mean, some people unironically believe that. Just fix the game. Just do better. Why don't you do better? What rank are you? Why don't you just get better at TFT? Why don't you just get a better job? Why don't you just find a girlfriend or boyfriend or partner? Why don't you just succeed at life? Well, it turns out it's not so simple, man. Is this Prismatic Star Guardian, by the way? Nope. I actually think Star Guardian +1 is really, really good for sure. Like, I actually think if you can find a way to get to it, it does feel really strong right now because of the way Star Guardians with the bonuses and everything like that. If you get the Star Guardian emblem, because they rechanged that in the patch, right? It's very, very strong. Okay, so that game, I'm not gonna lie, man, that game was kind of clowny. Trainer Golems, some interesting boards, but it was basically like a lot of people just rerolling. Nothing too crazy here. Maybe you can watch the other lobby. Maybe watch Dishsoap and Wasian's lobby. That'd be kind of cool. How are they doing? Dishsoap. They are wrapping up. You want to watch that lobby? Thoughts on how prismatic traits work this set? I actually don't like it very much. Personally, I feel like it never happens. But like, okay, so I'm not saying that I want prismatic traits to happen often at all, but I also think that they never happen. So I think that there's some balance there. And I don't think they've reached that point. I appreciate that they've really tried to rethink how to get to them, but they're not even like that interesting. A lot of it comes down to just survive long enough and you get it. And I feel like it's not that interesting to me. But I do prefer it to be like harder to get than easier, right? Some people say I'd rather them be impossible than too easy. I agree with that. But I don't know, I guess like it does feel like you don't see it that often. I consume a lot of TFT. You guys might know I consume a lot of TFT. I play a lot of TFT. I have never seen the prismatic mech in my game. And I can't tell you how many hundreds of hours I've already done of this set, if not already 1,000 hours of this set. I got it. Well, yeah, I'm happy for you, but like I haven't, and I think that's an exciting moment. Okay, well, to be fair, Jazzlatte robbed me of it. I haven't even seen it in a real game. I've only watched a YouTube video of it. You know? I got the augments last night. People held my units. I'm sorry to hear that. If you watched more Emily Wang or Kata Win, you know what, Diego? I just need a time. I need a 10-minute timeout from Diego, man. This guy is just basically trying to rage bait me for hours on end every day, and it works. Congratulations, your rage bait worked. All right. 10-minute timeout. This guy just constantly just trying to get under my skin. Actually, that's not even that bad of a comment. I just been feeling that I actually wanted to time him out for like comments like 20 minutes ago, but then I just keep seeing him typing. So he didn't even say anything that bad. I actually watch a lot of Emily. I don't mind watching Emily. I think she's fun. Okay, this lobby actually isn't even done yet, so give me a sec here. To conclude, so here are my contributions to the argument. If you read this far, thank you. You know, Mortog actually responded to this. Just jumping in and say I read this, I found this very well done. Can't really comment right now. Actions are louder than words, but I want to say I appreciate the evening read. It's great, man. The Riot devs read all this stuff, man. What is a good TFT unit? The Corky Index. It's a concept I came up when seeing set 13 scrap Artilius 4 cost AD carry. The unit was not only good, but also didn't need either of the traits to be active. So now I use them as an example of 4 cost, almost a threat on how they work. The thing is, we've had this discussion so many times, haven't we? I feel like we had this discussion so many times on whether or not traits should matter. We've literally had this episode on Don't Talk If You Don't Know, where Mort said players want traits to matter. It feels weird to them if it's like the best way to play it is just like not playing around the traits. Is there a score sheet for scrims? Yeah, there is. Right here. Right here. All right. People don't like no trait units. Okay, theoretically, what if they just made a set where no traits mattered at all? Everything was just a threat. Everybody was just like, would that be a fun set of TFT or no? No traits, just straight up unit abilities. That'd be awful. But would it be flex? And then I have to ask another question. Would that even be flex? Do you think a flex meta would actually exist? I would argue it wouldn't. I think you would just play the best threats. Just whatever's the best threats. That's it. Dishsoap, Wasian, Grea, JC. This is the NA lobby. The bounce is good? Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. All right. Let's lock in a little bit here. See what's going on. That last lobby was kind of silly. Beach episode. The beach episode. Lucian pair. Love me some Lucian openers. I think Lucian might be my favorite opener right now. Although I don't know if he's like definitively the best, but I think Lucian openers are quite good. I think Soul Fighter is probably the best opener in the game. That's what Dishsoap was saying. And it's kind of hard for me to disagree with him when he says stuff like that. Because I think about it, I'm like, yeah, that's right. Soul Fighter is usually a 5-streak in my lobby. So Soul Fighter is probably the best opener. But I think my favorite opener is Lucian. Lucian, and I have a reason to slam items on not just Lucian, but maybe a Gangplank and farm a gold. That feels really good. The problem is that optimization leads to narrowing of meta, and that means people will stick to a few comps. It's true. Because people don't like feeling lost in TFT. People want to like know what they're doing. The camp that wants TFT to be unsolved and like, you know, mystifying in every game, you're not sure what to do when you have to figure it out on your own. There's not that many players that like doing that. Most players like to feel like they go into the game knowing what they want to do, and they're going to try to do it. It's the same reason as like a lot of people don't necessarily enjoy playing their favorite character and not feeling like they don't know what to do with the character, right? Like if you're playing League of Champions, if you're playing a fighting game character, so on and so forth, they want to know what they want to do. Same thing with TFT. People want to go into a game knowing what they are like looking to do. It's just how gaming is. If a lot of TFT, you're in the minority if you want to just go in and be like lost. Like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, man. I'm just like clicking stuff. Are you gonna make another meta read or wait till the next batch? It's kind of hard. It's like each of those things take 3 hours for me to make, 2 to 3 hours for me to make, and I might do it because the meta is really different. I might just do like a small. Maybe I just do a video. I think the reality is I probably it'd be way more efficient for me to record a meta read. It's also for Patreon, so it's like some of these things where like I do want to help them. It's also sort of it's like a pretty big time investment. It takes like a lot. Like so if you guys are curious what Manda's asking about, for TFT Academy Patreon, we have a meta read that we like release basically like a day or 2 days after the patch. But like as you see, this is like the fan service Zaya one, and we like talk about all this and we like write down everything about the meta and explain like what you should be doing and everything like that. And it takes a long time to write all of that. And the reality is it's probably more efficient just to do it in a video format and just like sit there and just talk for 15 minutes as opposed to typing it all out. I do enjoy doing it though. It's one of those things where it's hard to find time to do everything these days. Okay, so what do we have? We have preparation, silver prep from Zyko. Prep is kind of a rare augment for people to take. Less common these days. So Zyko taking combat, it's probably because he's already committed to a composition. He's probably playing like some kind of Zy. He might be playing around Bastions. Bastions are also getting more and more popular as a frontline. Either you play Bastion into kind of like Juggernauts. Either you play Bastion into like a level 9 comp. We've been seeing that from APAC and China a lot. And then you also might be playing Bastion as your front line for a reroll line. So Bastion Yasuo, Bastion Smolder. Seeing that more and more. Component buffet as well. Lit Fuse. Okay. Does this mana spill over? Let me see. She double casts. Oh, okay. I actually haven't seen Lit Fuse successful ever, so this guy might be showing us. Is this the most B patches of any set? I wouldn't say so. I don't think this is the most B patches of any set. Also, I just want to say something. I don't even think B patches are a sign that the set is bad or struggling or whatever. I think B patches are good for the game. And it's a sign that the devs care and that they like, okay, yes, in an ideal world, there are no B patches because it's resource intensive, there's whiplash and everything like that. But like, if we kind of keep pushing this idea that B patches are like bad, and it's a sign that it's a bad thing, whatever, like I think that's actually not good in the long term. I actually think B patches, like a frequent amount of B patches is on average a good sign. Now, of course, it just kind of depends on what they're B patching. They are good, but it's a sign of disconnect unbalancing and goes against the idea of balanced thrashing. I don't agree. I think the results of the B patch have led to a lot of balanced thrashing, but I don't agree. I think you're using the results of the B patch to color how that does, but I don't think that's true. Like because a lot of the B patch has been balanced thrashy, it has led to that maybe opinion, but like if every B patch just simply buffed the worst lines, I think people and it made things from C tier to B tier. Like for example, what's an example of like a B, like a something that got B patched? Like sorcerers, for example. Does anyone think sorcerers are a real problem right now in the meta? No, but the B patch buffed Karma a little bit, and now mech is like playable if you have the high roll set of it. That's a success. Imagine if the B patch was just literally that, just taking some of the worst performing things and making it better, and just making that feel a little bit more streamlined, so it feels like that's be fine. So if I think that would be the ideal scenario of it, but B patches are inherently not bad. Efficient shopper with an Archangel Slam. What is Wasianiverson planning? Efficient shopper, usually you're trying to play for what, the 3 costs, the 4 costs, maybe even 5 costs. Trying to intentionally sack, going for golden edge value. Archangels on Gnar buffs the AP, which buffs his attack speed. I don't think Malzahar Fanservice and Akali Volibear was worth B patching. I mean, I think that they were, but I think it was like borderline. I think the problem with the reroll patch with fan service and everything like that is that I think that they B patch those things because the game is not very fun in those states. You can argue that Akali was not that big of a problem, but the reality is it's causing players to quit. It would not surprise me if the Akali 48 hours was the biggest source of players dropping the set than any other patch of the set. Because players just don't want to deal with that. They don't care if it's something you can counter, they just don't like dealing with that. A gold orb? Ooh. Gold orb. TG. Spatula. Pan. Item components. I still see fan servers doing well in my games. I mean, you're completely right, but fan service is still playable. That's the other thing too, is like some people keep thinking like they patched this and now it's dead. It's not. Fan service is not dead. But sometimes they do die. Some things get people keep like having extreme opinions on things all the time just because, I mean, maybe they don't actually think, maybe they're just doing the whole like they're just saying extreme opinions but they're just exaggerating. But oh my god, this Jace 2 is going crazy. I don't think fan service is dead. Yuumi is dead though. See? Yeah, they just literally just say that to get me to react. No, Yumi's not dead, man. What's dead is nuanced discussion. Critical thinking. Measured response. Is it what is he trying to go for? Is he going for Yasuo Bastion? Trifecta. I think he is. And he's trying to go for, oh no, he's trying to go for Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw Yasuo? With Bastions? That's so interesting. Tiny team. I don't think that was a tiny team spot because I don't think he's trying to primary carry any of the Star Guardians. Cam takes Horrible Forge. None of these are particularly good for like Caitlyn Jace. Maybe Trenchcoat. Okay. Grea. Tesla Coil. Always a reasonable pick if you can get items. JC with Lit Fuse. Quiet Quitting. Quiet Quitting? Is he trying to play Kai'Sa? Maybe he's trying to play something else? But Lit Fuse? Quiet Quitting? Quiet Quitting is something that you, like, if you're trying to 2-cost reroll, you're going to be really far behind the curve. Because you're supposed to try to spike here on stage 3. So it's a very unusual choice as well. Is Yuumi not clickable? Yuumi is clickable. You just have to find the situations on when you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to play from ahead. I've played 2 games against Kurum this patch. And Kurum went 1-1 with Yuumi. On his stream. I queued up because Kerm and I usually play at different times of the day. He plays late at night. I play a couple this week. My wife is traveling to see family, right? So I play a little bit of TFT off stream, just a few games to keep myself like. Cause I want to learn the patch. I want to like get more reps on my belt. Keep grinding. And every game I've queued with Kurum, he's played Yuumi and he's averaging a 1.0. Red Lean, thanks for 3 months. One of them was worth the wait, Garen. But I mean, like that doesn't mean, like yes, like sometimes you get spot like surely you play Yuumi in those spots, right? That doesn't mean it's unpickable. Could it be Ashe? What about Ashe? Can I click on Yuumi from 2-1? Yes, because I actually lost against another person yesterday whose expected unexpectedness gave him Leona and Yuumi. Sometimes it's a Yuumi game, guys, is all I'm going to say. Sometimes it's a Battle Academia Yuumi game. Oh, quiet quitting into Ashe for JC. Last Whisper is not what you want to do with your second bow or first two bows. You want to go for Kraken. My interpretation of his setup is Smolder because he want to go for Infinity Edge, and this is pretty good Smolder items if he goes for that, and he has like the setup for it. He did pick up an Ashe, so maybe it is Ashe. No, Ashe doesn't want IE though. It could just be Kai'Sa. It could just be delayed Kai'Sa. But a slow Kai'Sa build does not sound that good to me. Okay, what is this emote? Artifact. It's just a slot machine of artifacts, and you go for the what? Triple Manazane? You think they should remove the possibility of having a one component start? I don't think so. I think like different component start is good for variants because it's just a different opener. So you play like it's important that they don't reduce variants too much in the game. So it's just always like whatever. Like I think TFT is good when they like flip the established formulas on their head. So like you're forced. So you have a different opener and like a one component opener changes the way you evaluate 2-1 augments. The way a one component opener makes econ augments less good. He is rolling on 6. I think this is a Kai'Sa game. It makes econ augments less good. It makes item augments much better, and it changes the way you evaluate things. Like maybe you're much more likely to take an augment you wouldn't be taking otherwise, and I think that's a good thing because changing the formula up of how you like approach the game is good. Freak out. What the heck is this? Freak out. Who has the free time to do this? Oh, so what context is this emote even in? I've never seen the Golden Gloves fruit. It's the Kabuko's one. Yeah, I've never seen it either. I'm very interested by this Bastion monster trainer, like the trainer Bastion stuff. Whenever Frodan goes on a rant. Do I rant that often? I don't feel like I rant that often. I feel like I'm pretty good about it. I don't even go on rants that often. Bastion Cog looks really good. Look who's back. It's Diego. All right, what do we have here with Kog'Maw? Roll. Oh, Kog'Maw wave. Hold on. Big wave incoming, you guys. You know what's really awkward is that he can't even get 6 Bastion because he's playing around Yasuo as well. But maybe he's playing Yasuo temporarily. No, that can't be it. He already has Edge Knight Slam. I am not sure what he's thinking about. How is JRC rolling? One off Kaisa 3. Is he just gonna do the unthinkable and rip the Reforge on the Rage Blade? He is. He reforged to BT. That's pretty good. What? Sorry, I think all these guys are just high rollers. What if that just reforged into like another Last Whisper? Wouldn't he just be sad? I think Wasian's going 8th, you guys. I think he may have overcooked on this one. Yasuo Cog is strong. Yeah, it's a strong 8th incoming. Strong 8th incoming. Little buddies, Dishsoap. Looking for soul fighters. Soul fighter. I wonder if if you have an emblem and you hit everything, you take out Viego so you get a little bit more little buddies value. Because you're taking out the 3 cost. Has Frodan ever freak out in real life? Oh yeah. Just not for you guys. That is strictly marriage privileges. Kog'Maw 3. Okay, so you hit. This guy's roll down is sad. It's okay. It's fine. I think Dishsoap spot's okay. If you're talking about J or C's roll down, it's pretty sad because he only has 8 copies. Frodan, will you marry me? No. No. And the answer preemptively to the next time you ask also is still no. But you know. I'll keep answering as long as you keep asking. Okay, people are saying Yasuo Cog is good. I need to see it. Is it like you need a Bastion +1? Because right now it is not looking too hot. It is not looking too hot. I mean, obviously he's trying things out, but I'm not entirely sure I know what the angle into it is. Like, is it because you start off with Kog'Maw and you're able to tempo with Yasuo? Cambulee hit Smolder. I wonder if it was also like maybe he wanted to play Smolder instead and then got forced off because Cam is playing Smolder. Also, Smolder looks like Cam is playing heavyweight Smolder. Soul Fighters. Oh! Man, the Smolder buffs are real. Asian's dead. Dead before Anomaly. Sage. Brandon, will you let me massage your feet? With your hands? Dude, I can't, man. You don't wash your hands. I can already sense immediately how that's just going to be a bad idea. Absolutely not. Hygiene matters. Look at his items. I mean, yeah, I understand. Look, I don't think Wasian's items were very good. I also think that, unfortunately, it seems like he got contested on Bastions. By the way, can we take a look and appreciate what Zyko was doing here? I said he was trying to play around Xayah. He's not playing around fan service. He's playing around Bastion Xayah. This was the original Xayah reroll build that people were playing at the beginning of the set before they made fan service a thing. Is that back by any chance? Or, I mean, this guy has Raid Boss. Senna 3, Drift Duos, Travis. What the heck? He's actually just so far ahead. You know, I'm starting to think that maybe there's a lot more. Dishsoap described this patch as volatile. I actually, like, a lot of these comps just seem like so. I don't understand it. They seem to come out of nowhere and do well. But if you try to replicate it, you probably go 8th or 7th, like really often with it. Like if I try to queue up a Xayah Bastion game, I'm pretty sure that game's not going to go well. Been a lot of 6 Bastion. I've been playing a lot of 6 Bastion myself. I've been trying to figure out like how to play around it, but I think it's just like people like the uncontested lines. But the thing is, especially because 6 Protector got nerfed. So 6 Protector got nerfed, there has to be like a better, like what's the best front line to play? And it might be 6 Bastion because they also buff 6 Bastion a while. Bastion Xayah is good. I mean, it looks good to me, yeah. Seems fine. CN plays 6 Bastion with everything. That probably means it's good then. All I know is, if I were to rank the regions right now, I think CN's number 1. I think EU's number 2, and I think NA and APAC are just like trying not trying to be last. But I will say that despite that being the case, NA still performs. And also, EU's the best region in the world, and they're gonna definitely win all the spots this weekend. Because you guys, you know what's crazy about TPC tomorrow? It's EU versus NA. This weekend, 2 world spots are going to be earned, but it could be from the same region. So you could have theoretically EU and all their great infinite wisdom and TFT skill earn both of the world slots this weekend. It's going to be great. Can't wait to finally be proven right again that EU is so good. So you said 6 Bastion is just better than 6 Protector yesterday. Yeah, I believe it. CN hasn't won Worlds in 3 years, man. I mean, depends on how you define that. They also won EWC, and EWC is... I mean, they call it an Esports World Cup. It's got to mean something. You seem like a knowledgeable person. Not really. I'm glad that you get that impression, but I just pretty much just say things confidently, and I just keep talking until people give up. The tried and true strategy. What are we doing with this spat, by the way? What are we even trying to do? You can host the Frodan World Cup. I might do that. If I become a TFT billionaire, I might do the Frodan World Cup. The Frodan World Cup, and you get sponsored by Frodan's pro team, the TFT Academy pro team. By the way, did you guys see if any of you guys are gonna go to Paris? I do have some people who are gonna be competing and going to Paris. I just want to signal boost this. Robin signal boosted yesterday as well. Citadel Gaming is basically offering a pro contract, a pro TFT contract for Paris. A fully funded trip to Paris Open, flight, hotel, and meal stipend. Compete under Citadel Gaming banner, official jersey, and feature content package. You have to have a purchase prior competitor pass to it, and it's open to EU and EMEA, and it's 32 players. The qualifiers begin October 18th. It's a good initiative. Something that we floated as an idea for TFT Academy. We're not quite there yet. But, you know, if you guys... We're trying to save money with the people who keep removing their ad block for our website. Bless your heart. I mean, honestly, that's pretty much what we're doing. Trying to save up a marketing budget, but you know, we're not quite there yet. But I think we're getting there over time. How is Soju and Robin doing? I think they're doing all right. We'll check the scores afterwards. What did the Lit Fuse guy end up playing? He ended up playing Kaisa. Lit Fuse Kaisa, and he ended up hitting Kaisa 3, Kabuko 3 at 4-5, which was pretty good. I think that's probably, especially because he hit the 3-star front line. I mean, Lit Fuse Kaisa with blue buff might be some tech. What up, Kiwi? How you doing? How much money would you need to sponsor someone for Paris? So the flight is about, like, let's just say somewhere between $1,000 to $1,500. Depends where they are from. The hotel for 3 days, depending on, or for 4 days, because you don't want them to just fly in the morning of and leave the night of as well. Let's say 4 to 5 days. Probably between $200 and $300 a night. You could probably go for cheaper options, but again, you don't want to make it too terrible of a quality. And then the meal stipend, that's probably something that you don't have to spend that much money on. You can just say like, hey, you have like $100 a day to like eat food, and you can just spend over if you want. So I would say that in general, you're looking at somewhere between, and then also if they need other things as well. So you're probably looking at something like $4,000 to $5,000 of spending for there, which is not like the crazy amount of money if you're a business. But that's also you have to also figure out like what are you getting in return for that? What are you getting? Because it's not just $4,000 to $5,000 that you can afford to lose. Like, does that actually meaningfully do anything? For Citadel, they're trying to actively improve their footprint, right? A lot of people don't really know them very well. They have games, and I believe like Marvel Rivals. Yeah. Oh, they have a league team. I didn't even know that. But like now I'm more aware of it, right? They're trying to improve their footprint on it. If doing that for TFT Academy would actively lead to more people using the website and can find a way to like verifiably, make our existing users like develop deeper brand loyalty and everything like that. Yes, it's just hard to justify spending like a lot of that money without understanding like where like what we get back. Because the reality is a lot of people who use our website don't even watch tournaments or care about that at all. But for Citadel, they're an esports org, so it makes sense. All right, so man, this Kai'Sa top forward, pretty beast. Smolder 5th, Kennen 6th, or Kennen 7th rather. I'm not sure if 9,000 volts is like that good with the silver. Alpha Protagonist is really good, but I do think that it's the 2 games we've watched of it have not been that kind to it. But I feel like he didn't hit that quickly on curve, and also I'm not sure if he had the items for it either. Is Double Kraken the new AD carry build? I don't think so. I just think that just happened to be the items that they slammed. I don't think of any unit that wants Double Kraken except for maybe Ashe. Ashe might want Double Kraken, but I don't think it's like the new AD build. Six Bastion. If anything, isn't Six Bastion one of the setups that you would theoretically want Rageblade on Xayah? Because the fights end up dragging out so long. Maybe. It's kind of interesting. We saw Edge of Night beat 2 hyper carry comps. I think Edge of Night Xayah. I mean, I'm pretty sure Xayah is very similar to Ashe. I think Xayah is basically 2-cost Ashe. So you know how you play like Rageblade, Kraken, Ashe with Edge of Night? I think those spots are also pretty good for Xayah as well because you're just ramping up a lot. With Kraken, you want upfront attack speed scaling, not scaling. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. But also, you already have some upfront attack speed as well. I mean, like, part of it is that, like, you want to actually have Xayah scale, though. Like, you do want this, like with 6 Bastion, you actually want to generally have scaling damage because it doesn't have that much offensive power. Kraken has a max cap. Like, by that logic, you would want to put something like blue buff on Yuumi so that you can ramp up her cast as fast as possible. So I think part of what you're saying is true, but it's also contextual. What's the difference between 6 Bastion and Protector? Bastion gives resistances and Protector gives shield. So they're different defensive traits. And also Bastions drop value after 10 seconds of combat. So that's another thing too. Like Protectors basically have like universal, like it's like basically good whenever. They just get the shield proc. But Bastions have resistances for the first 10 seconds of the fight. So you use those first 10 seconds to survive. And then hopefully you're ramped up by then. Is this the mech prismatic game? No. You need to have the augments. The problem with the mech prismatic is that you need to have all 3 of these augments. I mean, I feel like this guy has won the game with 93 HP. I feel like this is going to be pretty representative of... It's going to be pretty representative of what the games are going to look like a lot when some of the comps get online very quickly and just are high rolling. Also, this guy took Moonlight. Does Moonlight work with Drift Duo? Let's say... I'm not sure if he will do it, but like let's say you sold this Aatrox and you replace it with 1 Lucian. Does it actually work that way? I'm not sure. Because right now he's using Moonlight to buff this Aatrox, which is kind of interesting. It should, but it might not. Yeah. Let me see if there's any stats on this. 6 Bastion, Xayah. Because maybe he had the chance of going for Kraken. So Rageblade instead. 6 Bastion, Xayah. Level 8. Kraken stats are really bad, but Rageblade stats are also really bad as well. It could be the fact that this build in general is not very popular, so... Yeah, everything is positive delta by a lot. Let me see if I can find any evidence to suggest that double Kraken is best. So if you have 1 Kraken... Yeah, I mean, it looks fine. Double Kraken looks pretty decent. It looks like the build you would want is double Kraken plus Rageblade, but I'm not sure if that's actually even true. And this now we're starting to literally enter sample sizes of like 100. So it's like it's really hard to say. I think it's like one of those things where it's like really unknown. Oh wait, that's exactly what he did. He actually replaced the Edge Knight with with the Rageblade. Oh. Well, there you go. I was looking at it right now through the stats, and I'm like, if you do play double Kraken, it looks like it's pretty good with Rageblade. Do you usually drop GP in Drift Duo once you hit Lucian 3 and Senna 3? I personally do, unless you have Gangplank 3-star and you're like lacking other stuff. There's a game I played with Drift Duo where I sold GP3 and I was playing like Jarvan 1. I should have just kept the GP3. I think that was like a mistake. I did that in tournament. But like that was like a rare scenario, right? I don't think you encounter that very often. All right, let me see if I can spectate a game. They still haven't fixed this. Oh god. If they don't fix this by the weekend, it's gonna be a very, very slow weekend. It's so dumb how easy Dishsoap is triggered by chat IMO. I mean, why is he getting triggered by chat? What happened? Also, I mean, I feel like that's just his brand though, right? I feel like a lot of people like watch Dishsoap because they like triggering him. Also, walk a mile in the shoes. Imagine how perfect and smart and good at TFT you are, and then you just have to deal. Okay. I want to ask you guys, what's a subject that you are confident that if you were put in a room of 1,000 people randomly, that you would know more than anybody about? It's probably TFT, right? Because I'm talking to TFT players. You don't even do anything else. If you got put into a room randomly, okay, So BV says NBA ball knowledge. How often do you see bad takes about basketball, like regularly? Like when you engage the average NBA commenter, how bad do you think, or do you think the average NBA chatter is dropping good takes, bad takes, or horrendous takes? And the answer is absolutely horrendous takes. Nobody on average is when you go not nobody, but when you go into like the sea of like r/NBA, right? I mean, this is actually generally speaking like, this is generally speaking people who are like engaged with the product, but you get some really, really, really bad takes all the time. Now imagine you are in the upper percentile of NBA performers, right? Like if you're looking at like Kevin Durant and all, and like, I mean, Dishsoap and Kevin Durant actually have a lot of similarities in that sense, which is like they get rage baited. It's because you just have to. It is your job. It is part of Dishsoap's job to engage with fans regularly about TFT. Yeah, no wonder he gets triggered, man. It's because it's like super hard to deal with people who just regularly just say whatever they want come to mind, and you have to engage with that. Versus if you're a person that doesn't have to deal with it, you can just walk away, but you can't walk away. You can't have a career that your income revolves around chat and you just get to close your stream because someone said something that hurt your feelings. LMAO. I mean, you make it sound so simple. Let me put it another way. Why is this such a problem amongst so many other people? You're pretending like it's almost uniquely like a problem with Dishsoap or another streamer with that. Like, why do so many people struggle with that? Because it's so hard. It's so much easier to just engage from the other side. You can't empathize with other people who have to deal with idiots on the other side. It's actually just super hard. For example, do you know what's a legitimately hard job? Customer service at retail. And I think Scrims are over, right? Customer service at retail. I've done that job before. I've done that job when I was in high school, and I did that job partially in college as well. And that is legitimately hard. What is the hardest part about doing that job? It's not actually like doing it's actually just dealing with people. Just dealing with people who just like, well, you forgot to scan the thing. So, you scanned the wrong tag on this. I guess I get that product for free, right? Haha. You know, like the person that like deals with like if you're the barista or you're the cashier or you're the person that, because you have to deal with nonstop waves of idiots. And then you just have to say like, you're just going to tell that person, well, guess what? Just deal with it. Don't have that job if you don't want to talk to people. That's what you're saying. You're being unempathetic. That's the problem with what you're saying. It's just that you're not understanding the difficulties of dealing with the job. And you have to deal with nonstop bad takes on a constant basis. Anyways, that's just my spiel on it. I'm not saying that like we're not privileged people. I'm not saying we're not privileged. Like, it's a privilege to play a video game and feel like, you know, you can do this as a career. I'm just saying that there's also things that are legitimately difficult, which is like dealing with rage bait in chat. It's true. Anyways, that's not to say that we should be toxic about it or anything like that. I'm trying to give like an actual, some people legitimately can't understand that. They're like, I don't understand why people get triggered over comments on the internet. You're not understanding the actual problem here. You're not. You're misunderstanding. I'm not asking you to pity me or Dishsoap, by the way. I think our lives are, on average, pretty great. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to explain why some people who like really can't fathom why some people can get emotionally like why it gets triggered an emotional response when they feel like they shouldn't react to it at all. It's just, yeah. I'm trying to explain. Drift duos? Okay, if I get a single tier and I get Lucian pair, it's time. It's time to drift duo. It's time to drift duo. Okay, so I'm trying to get into practice of holding more bastions. I mean, none of these are particularly good. I don't even think Max Arcana is like something you could play here, right, on KO. Should I be selling or holding any of this? I'll hold Ezreal. I have a Rod opener at the moment. I don't feel like it's like worth trying to hold Ahri when I don't even have like anything related to it. No Rel, nothing. I don't even think this KO is worth holding as well, right? I mean, I have Ramping Rage, but we'll see. Also, I have a Juggernaut set up. We'll see. My theory is most TFT streamers get stressed by the game. Oh, that's definitely true. TFT is a very stressful game. I'm a support technician for printing solutions. Someone asked me if I could use a remote desktop to uncheck everything in the window for printing. That sounds about like the average IT experience, unfortunately. A lot of them are not very good at using technology. Pocket Recon Bob. I don't have any 2 stars. I could just take Caretakers on Scuttle Puddle and just see what happens. Katarina. Okay. Oh, okay. I mean, okay, sure. Do I level here? I don't think I'm gonna win, so I think I'm just gonna chill. I can just make gold, I guess. If I level, I don't even have anything to play. I guess play another Garen. A lot of these boards look legitimately pretty strong. I'm also guaranteed Katarina as well. So I slam what? I slam Strikers. Strikers save play for Edge of Knight. It's probably good. Is this Mentor Katarina? Unfortunately, they removed that from the game because it was too buggy. It was sometimes randomly disabling. The best theory that we've come up with is that it disables when you 2-star them on your board. So that you have to bench it before you 2-star it, which obviously when you're rolling down, you don't always get the luxury of doing. So yeah. Oh, Garen too. Nice. Well, now I have something to level 4, but I guess I'll just wait one. Also, I'm like, I don't even have that much power built into my unit right now because I'm playing over 9,000. 8 resistances. So we'll see. Leveled twice. Oh, I could, I guess, if I was winning. But, I mean, over 9,000 basically says no power-up. So I had no power-up, no 2 stars, nothing at level 4. I just felt like I should just level there. But maybe I should. We'll see. If I was a streamer, I wouldn't do X or wouldn't be affected by Y. True. True. Also, I have to say one thing. Don't you guys like rage baiting streamers though, on average? I mean, some people don't like it because they're not confrontive and maybe they're just civilized. But I think a lot of people legitimately enjoy rage baiting streamers. It's just like fun. Because not even in a bad way. It's like how you rage bait your friends. You go over their shoulder, you watch them play some TFT, and you're like, oh man, looks like this game's not going too well for you, huh? Like you're just shit talking your friends. That's how they view it. Some people legitimately just think they're just having, they're just like hanging out with the boys. Should I play 4 battle or should I play maybe I should play Bastion here? The thing is, Ezreal legitimately does damage, even at 1 star. Yeah, maybe cut this Jace guy. Jace Talus. But Jace also does damage as well. This is a better Bastion. Like, Cat with 1 item is doing as much as Ezreal with 1. Ezreal actually kind of does stuff. Dishsoap is my best friend. That's exactly what I'm saying. Does Frodan not use music? Oh, I mean, I don't use the game music because Riot Games was copyright striking my YouTube videos. Apparently, Riot switched licenses to a different music like license holder or whatever, and Unfortunately, that license group holder, if you play the in-game music because it's composed by somebody, that somebody being Riot Games and another producer, they copyright strike you now. I don't think it's intentional. It just happened to, like, I just don't think they're on the same, yeah. They're not on the same page. And for whatever reason, they haven't fixed it yet. So if you play the in-game music and you upload that YouTube video to the to YouTube, you get demonetized. So I don't play the in-game music. And in general, I don't really listen I don't understand how some people listen to music while gaming. That legitimately baffles me. That is rage bait. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's just so distracting. TFT is like, so, there's so much going on, and they're just like listening to music. You're definitely not trying. All I know is you're not trying hard if you're like listening to music. Why not go Jace 2 on Carousel? Because I want to finish. I'm playing around Katarina in my comp, so I want to like finish Katarina items. If I get a belt, the belt, I guess the belt could become Nashor's, but it's a 3-cost vest and lets me slam. And then the other thing about playing music too is that if you watch my stream, you can just play your own music. I mean, isn't that just better? If you want to listen to music, just listen to your own music. Then you have to listen to me play my favorite kind of music. Because personally for me, and I'm not saying this about anybody, but sometimes a streamer listening to what they want music-wise makes it hard for me to watch the stream. Because, like, I like them, but I don't like the music. It happens, though. Should I just, like, play this for 40? Guarantee it. Let me scout. I think I might win this fight. I definitely win this fight. I think I win this fight. I think to be safe, I just like play this to make the 40. It's not like Garen's like a true tank anyways. Okay, and I could sell Garen and hold Rel just to make sure I have Bastions. And I'm not going for Garen 3, right? I wish you could mute the music separately from the streamer. Yeah, but the thing is, some streamers like legitimately had the music because if they didn't, they would be nothing would be happening. Like nothing would be said. Too easy. Like one time, I think Setsuko like raged at his chat, and then said, "Okay, no music," and he just turned off his music, and then it was just like dead quiet for like 5 minutes.
Let's end this quick.
But yeah, anyways. And then if you have like Soju with music, it would get it would interrupt his yapping. That guy yaps way too much for him to play music. I mean, sometimes he plays music if he's just like feeling like he needs to vibe, but his YPM is too high for music. The music sets a tone, though. Sometimes it's fun. Like, you can play music to, like, amplify what's going on screen. Rise and Jinx. Oh, wait. Rise is actually good for me. Can I just pre-level here?
Unmatched.
So I get Rise for free. That's pretty nice. That's convenient. And then, Death Cap, I guess. Death Cap. I have Kraken. That's probably fine. Yeah, that's probably fine. I don't think I want to make Spark here. And I don't want to make Rage Blade.
I'll get us through this.
Greg plays music that's all over the board. Too much Whitney Houston. What are you talking about, man? Whitney Houston has some pipes. You're talking trash about one of she's actually like a vocal generational talent. When Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey met up to sing The Prince of Egypt, that was like when Goku and Vegeta fused to make Gogeta. That was unbelievable, man. What would that be in modern history? That'd be like if Adele and Kelly Clarkson made a duet. Unbelievable. Climb the ladder, howling. Climb the ladder's pretty good for Battle Academia. Glass cannon? No. Probably climb the ladder. It just makes the most sense with vertical Battle Academia. So do I just level here? I don't even have a 5th academy to roll to maybe I go to 7. I don't think so. Am I doing the thing now? Am I doing this? Am I doing the thing? I have enough units to actually kind of justify it. But the thing about going to 7 is that I'm not on streak. And I don't have a unit to play for, which means I kind of have to roll. I think leveling and rolling here is like not great. So I'd rather just chill. Also, there's like a guy that's like kind of strong. So. Ooh. Cat Ta. Wait, actually, Shinzao is better than Rel. I should have just played that. It was like the USA Olympic basketball team. It was, man. I just gotta say, man. I want to play some of their music now because I feel like I need to appreciate it. Those women are immensely talented, is what I'll say. A lot of skills could be learned in life, but singing is God-given, is what I'll say. I'll never. I wish I was good at singing. I'm not. I even actually took vocal class. I mean, you could definitely train singing. I actually in college. I'll level here. In college, I actually took a vocal course to try to improve singing and then my voice teacher was actually really wanted me to like practice and get good because he's like, oh, your speaking voice is so good, so theoretically your singing voice should be good. And then after 2 semesters, he gave up on me. I just did not improve very much. He's just like, yeah, you know what, it's doomed. He just gave up. He told me to quit. Your speaking voice sounds like you'd be good at musical theater. Are you my college professor? That's literally what he said. He's like, he literally had this like, he had this look in his eyes when I introduced myself because I was like, oh, I want to get good at singing. I said, hi, my name is Frodan. I didn't say that, and I want to get better at singing. And he like he literally had life like because the thing is it was a community college where I took this class, which is great, by the way. I love community college, especially for these kinds of things. And you know he's usually going through a bunch of either really young people or like really old people. But I'm here like community college and I started speaking, and he like got really excited for me, right? He's like, oh my god. Wait, your speaking voice, you can actually be a great singer. And he got so excited. He had light in his eyes. He was fired up, man. Should I take Nashers, I guess? Kind of like he discovered a gem. A diamond in the rough. And then, yeah, then he found out the truth.
Unmatched.
So Nashers is good here. So you can play Nashers. I have no healing though. I just realized. Wait a second. Maybe it wasn't that good. Oops. You're supposed to have Nashers replace the. Whatever. It can't be that bad. Copium. Actually, it's pretty bad because they took out the healing from fighters, right? Whatever. I have Edgenite. I have over 9,000. It's probably fine. Oops. Sorry. Say it's Spellweaver. Yeah. Maybe I'll get some Omnivamp off my my thing. It's okay. I also could just like replace it later in the game as well. Move like Nashor's Tooth to somebody else. Can you explain what community college is versus university for EU people? Yeah, community college is college, but affordable. That's it. That's the difference. It's a pretty novel concept in the US, but you don't get riddled with lifelong debt.
Do not push me.
What should I do with this? Usually put on Yumi. I guess I could put this on Rise for now. Oh, you're supposed to put like Unstoppable on a frontline unit. There's like some Unstoppable cheese you could do, but you also did like Socialite in the past with this as well. Let me just... Can I just put it on Rise? I guess I'll put it on here, temporary. Okay, that was a mistake. This doesn't do anything. Okay, my bad. Sorry. All right. Well, it's fine. I'm gonna sell her anyways in a moment in time. I was just thinking like, if I want to defer, I could just like put it on a unit that I'm gonna sell. So, and then figure it out afterwards. Because I kind of want to like put... I think Unstoppable is like pretty good with Katarina to like mess up positioning. But yeah, that was not what I wanted. All good. Okay, a serious answer. Community college. It's basically like a way for people to get into college through an associate's degree. You get a 2-year degree instead of a 4-year degree. And it ends up being a really affordable way to get... You can also transfer to a 4-year uni. And then... Oh, nice. I get Katarina 3 guaranteed. You can transfer to a 4-year university and get the same kind of bachelor's degree as well. So I'm actually a pretty big proponent of it. I went through that system because I decided to like kind of restart my life. Because I didn't want to like I had like a full ride university. I had a full ride scholarship to my local state university back when I was 18 and I lived in New Jersey, and I just wasn't really happy with what with myself, and I wanted to kind of like do life differently. I kind of just like had like a weird epiphany, like, oh, if I like go to college at uni, I'm just gonna basically have this life with my high school friends, and I just wanted something else. So I like restarted everything. Restart mission. Look for Yumi.
Great day to fight.
Leona.
I may fail, but I won't quit.
Why do I have Buko in here?
Be ready. Stand and fight.
There's the Yumi.
Rubbing my head on you means you're mine.
Okay, so I can stop here temporarily. Death Cap. What am I doing with all this? Declaw, I guess. Reforge a sword. Oh, I can go BT on Cat. Isn't that kind of terrible though? Sorry. I should figure out what I do with my items first. I mean, this is the board, right? Basically just play this instead of Caitlyn. Oh! Wait, say it's Spellweaver. Now I have Omnivamp on my Cat. Nice. Nice. Oh, oh, oh. Perfect.
Rubbing my head on
Oh, very nice. Do I roll for Yumi too?
Your skill.
Oh! You know what? Deserved. Okay, so I have... I guess I could just reforge a sword here then. Should I just reforge Deathblade? The advantage of reforging Deathblade is I get to reforge other components. I'm kind of happy with this, actually. I mean, is Shojin Yumi that bad? Kind of. I was going to reforge his Deathblade. Oh, okay. Not bad. So I guess I just level and then what? Cassante? Wow. I can't believe how easy that was. Man. Gob is great. Deathblade and Cloak. The thing is, Cloak could have turned into Spark and some other stuff as well. So like I'm trying to figure out a good balance to my composition at the moment. What's my over 9,000? 5 AD, 20 AP, 15 attack speed, 3 mana gen. That's pretty good. Level 9 and Lee Sin for 3 Executioner. Oh, is it not Cassante? I guess that's Cassante is for like the other BA stuff. What is this? 6 Bastion? Let me actually look it up real quick. So if you play 7 Battle Academia, Cat, 3 items, plus Rise, and you're level 9. And you have no Battle Academia emblem. The unit that you're looking for is... Just filtering out. Wait, what? Oh, let me add sample size real quick. Janna? Oh, Janna's a protector and strategist. No, that doesn't sound right. It does say it's Lee Sin, though. It does say it's Lee Sin. Otherwise. Jarvan. No, it's Jarvan, Cassante, Janna. And then maybe Lee Sin. I think I want Spark. I have no anti-AP. Is there any variation of Executioner as bad? So the big jump in Executioner is 3 to 4. 3 to 4 Executioner is like pretty good. It's like way higher than 2 to 3. So 2 is obviously the biggest spike. Then 3 to 4 is a really big spike. And then 4 to 5 is... I mean, the crit damage is good, but yeah. Why do you position like that? To decenter the front line. If I position like this, then Udyr is likely to move away. Udyr is likely to move away from the backline, and then Katarina can walk up. Why does she walk backwards? That part I don't understand. Stat check. I just checked it like a round ago. 5 AD, 25 AP, 15, and 3. So we got 5 AP since we checked. I literally checked like 1 round ago. It's fine. I hope the dopamine is
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Janna's interesting though, because she activates Protector and Strategist. Illusion, thank you for the 13 months. Frodan, why do I need to be sub to watch your VODs? Because I post all my VODs on YouTube. And because the reality is, VODs don't do anything for the creator. And so if you want to watch things like Tactician's Cup, we also timestamp it, organize it, and everything very nicely for you. And sometimes edit it if necessary. We cover everything. Tac trials, when I climb ladder, different cups, whenever I go to like Macau, EWC. And Twitch VODs also, they also delete Twitch VODs now, like much more often because the storage is really bad. And so the one benefit you get, like, sorry, not the one, but like one of the benefits you get for subbing is you get to watch my VODs immediately as opposed to wait a few hours after my stream and it gets uploaded. I think that's a fair exchange personally, because I think it's one thing if you like hide VODs and like no one can ever watch your VODs. I think that's obviously like not ideal. But I think it's like a fair deal. If Twitch did a much better job with like because the thing is, if you watch VODs, Twitch doesn't pay you anything for that. So it's like if they did a better job with that, I think it's like more than fair. But I also stopped doing another reason why is because I stopped doing certain things for subs. I stopped like doing. I used to work Monday to Friday with my job. And I used to not stream on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I only streamed Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This was like a year or 2 ago, before I became full-time TFT. Before my life became so much better because I full-time TFT'd. Should I just go Bramble? AD, hybrid, AD, hybrid. I could go Sunfire, but I think the survivability matters a lot more. Anyways, before all that happened, I used to stream on Discord to subs for like a couple hours, and that was like a sub perk, but like because I went full-time TFT, some things have changed, and so because things have changed, I try to like offer more for subbing. So Man, Katarina. Where do you watch the Hoyo game VOD? Oh, I mean, that's also being edited into a video for YouTube for highlights. That's probably the reason why it's not uploaded to VODs. They asked me to like edit a video and post it to YouTube, so that's why we haven't posted that version of the VODs. Morello and then Yumi change the fruit. I feel like 3-item tank is like more important. Because like the fruit itself is like fine, right?
I'm gonna enjoy this.
I mean, if I have Cassante too, that's better. That's probably better than Janna. What am I even rolling for? Cassante 2 probably. Can I go to 10? I think I could realistically go to 10. It's Scuttle Puddle. I think I could. I'm rolling for Ezreal too. That's what I'm rolling for. Anyone holding Yumi's? Can I go for Yumi 3? Probably. Wait, his Braum? His Braum threw my Katarina into his back line. Wait, that's actually so funny, man. Oh, classic.
Man, I'm getting marked up again.
Yes. Steve, thanks for the prime. Nice here. Thanks for the gifted sub.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Wait, is that how you get gifted subs? You just complain about Frodan having walled subs? I will say, though, that one of the things that's nice is that if I would like to get to the point, I would like to get to the point in my career where I don't need any of that. One thing that I really respect about certain players or certain streamers and content creators is like when they have enough, enough's enough. Like I know Toast, for example, Disguised Toast, he doesn't ask for, like, he basically says like you should just donate and sub to somebody else because he has enough money for that, and he'd rather just like take money from corporations and sponsors. Like he'd rather just do that than like you guys, you know, if you like gift me 100 subs, right, to like do these things. He'd rather just like take the money from other people. Sorry, from other corporations. I think that's respectable. So I would like to get to that point. Good day, mate. Thank you for the 2 months. If you ever have an exec or BA emblem, you should try this with Kabuko Mentor instead of Rise. Okay. I'll think about that. Third Yumi item.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Maybe just blue buff. Or is it just TG? TG would go on. Maybe just blue buff. It's also Cassante too. Can't be bad. Curry Badger, thanks for the prime as well. But you know what? More than your primes and your sub stuff, the number one thing you can do to support like the channel and everything like that is TFT Academy. Oh wait. All right, I'll just do this then. Because that is way close. That is way likelier and closer for me to like disabling than just like another sub, if that makes sense. Like fight the true path to like TFT billionaire status is if TFT Academy, if people would just stop ad blocking TFT Academy, because like something like 73% of our users, something like that, like ad block, and we would like quadruple our revenue. Actually, it might even be higher the number than that. I think it's like someone's saying it's like almost 80. Like I think Kite was saying it's almost 80. But I understand ads suck, so if you ad block, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're terrible. I prefer ad blocking a lot of websites. Do you see the Yamato thing? I did, man. You're telling me another League of Legends creator let down his fans? It's getting tiring, man. That's what I'll say. These League creators just have some of them just have no respect for their audience. This guy just literally, there's a League streamer that literally just rug pulled a crypto coin on his audience and then deleted all of his accounts. So sad, man. It's not even funny. It's just like sad. Show us over 9,000. 10 AD, 25 AP, 15% attack. It looks like she's been getting more HP now. She got 1 mana regen, couple HP, and I think 1 AD since. Yeah, whatever. I'll go back. Bobkin did the same thing. Yeah. I think what it is League. Some League streamers are legitimately just like,
Not so fast.
unbelievably burnt out. They're tired of doing like the league thing, and they're just like, yeah, screw it. Instead of like actually being a decent human, I'm just gonna peace out, and this will be my way I exit. You don't have to do it that way. Just saying. If you're tired of what you're doing, there's like more elegant and graceful ways to exit the city.
Battle boils the blood.
Can you have a melee unit in C7? Oh yeah. Sorry, I shouldn't have the melee unit in C7. It was ruining the catwalk up. You're right. Sorry. I'm not gonna lie. This game has kind of been a little bit on autopilot, so I've been
Your skill against mine.
like everything like itemization wise. I rolled 3 times on stage 4 and I hit my board, so I just fast loaded. So. It's a very profitable exit strat. I think he rug pulled for like $7,000 or something like that. It wasn't even that like it wasn't even that bad much. Obviously I'm reading like Twitter comments, so I don't even know.
Next time.
But dude, like $7,000 is not worth. Like, what is that? How much you value yourself? That's just embarrassing. That's just embarrassing, man. Have some self-respect. TG for Cassante. Guess I could Sunfire as well and then move the Yuumi thing off. Maybe, yeah. Yuumi 3? Yeah. The thing is, you don't make it in the middle of the planning phase because then they like react to it, you know? I can move off Solar Breath now, I guess. I don't know. So like as we're teleporting back, boom, you make it. Because it's covered by the damage reports.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Classic rat tactics. Is Braum 2 ever valuable as well? I have no clue.
Last chance.
You could also play this instead. I mean, Janna is probably not that great. Probably just Power Font. Super Genius. She has actually a lot of mana regen. She has 14 mana regen, so... but they nerfed this, so it's probably not that good. I don't know. Maybe Solar Breath is actually kind of good, because I still have Sunfire on a Rakan, too. It's not that great. I think I got baited. Oh, this is Senna 3. Oh. Executioner Lee, not worth it. I think if you have items for him.
What do you fight for?
This guy's holding Cassantes. Also, is it worth positioning like this anymore? Maybe it's not even worth positioning like this. Maybe I just like, because... Is it actually just like harming? It might actually legitimately just be harming me to position like this now because I have so many melees. And I have strategists as well active. It's entirely possible that I shouldn't be doing it like this. Let me try positioning normally, like a human being for 1 round, see what happens. Cat TPs all the way to the top right side. What? That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Yasuo 3, Senna 3 is also really, really high cap, right? He's level 8. He's just beating my level 10 board. Okay, I'm gonna need Jellyfish to kill this guy because this guy has farmed me twice. I guess I go... Do I need more damage? I guess I'll just go more tank. Are you close to the BA Prismatic?
That's it.
Not really.
If they insist on a fight, I will oblige them.
Leona.
Stand and fight.
I'm at 38.
Your skill
Maybe that's better.
Not so fast.
This positioning is probably not it. I think this positioning looks like a lot worse. It just looks a lot worse to me. I'm also losing like every fight. Okay, so let's try to figure out like what it is here. So I guess it's like this. Maybe Lee Sin walks left here.
Stand and fight.
Maybe I try the other way. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna try to go oh wait, I should move Lee Sin back one. Doesn't switch sides. I'm like really struggling against some of these cap boards. It could also just be that I cap too low relative to these guys. Jerry is dead. Oh, he's not dead. Oh, he has bastions. Who said Lee Sin caps? What is going on here, man? I'm just like losing every fight. I lost against these guys. I'm just third. I mean, maybe. Maybe Yumi fruits is just bad. Just go for a different fruit. 4 executioners. So your logic is just to keep leaning into it. So I play an Akali. Okay. I don't think I don't think it's any of that.
I may have won, but I still have a long
More
way to go.
items here. I think I'm gonna try. Go for an actual thing here. So Void Staff, Death Cap, Blue. Yeah, I don't know if I beat this. It's just like really high cap. I think it's just classic Scuttle Puddle. Like everyone caps super high, and I don't think I capped high enough. Like I just think this is a weaker board on average than a lot of these folks. What? This is a third. You should have rolled or played for Prismatic. Okay, I'm not sure. Let's read this Prismatic together. Played for Prismatic. What do you mean? Earn 1 point for each completed item a champion uses in combat. Generates at 160. What do you mean play for Prismatic? You should read what this trait does before you suggest that. What do you mean? How do I generate items? How do I actually was playing for Prismatic. I'm not entirely sure what you mean, buddy. It's not like I didn't equip my items. I equipped my items every single round. Lee is a fraud unit. No, I think legitimately those boards are just better than mine because I mean I even tried to get positioning stuff, but you know what the problem is with these late game situations is that they have so many units. This guy has Lee Sin, has Yasuo 3, Senna 3, Raisu fully like online. With this guy 3-star, and I lost him 4 times. I tried different positioning, I tried different fruits, I tried itemization. Like maybe I needed to get like maybe Leona was dying too fast, and I lost my spark. Maybe Sunfire was not good enough. I tried mixing and matching executioners. I tried to play some strategists. Just nothing worked. So I just think the boards were just better than mine. And it's Scuttle Puddle, so they hit their caps. And then this other guy just hit level 10 with legendaries. And I guess his TGs were just it's just hard. It's just hard. Maybe I need to get Nashers off of Cat and play something else. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should supposed to itemize Rise instead. But either way, I feel like my board was just outcapped. I'm not sure how to cap it much higher against other boards. I could roll for Yumi 3 in that instance. I could. It's pretty unlikely, just to FYI. My chances of hitting that are pretty low. Is there a rolling calculator in TFT anymore? I think there might be for data TFT. Let me see. Let's try to do another one. Set 6, set 10, set 15. A 3-cost male champion from this set. What was a 3-cost male champion from this set? We can try. It's not any of these. Not Spellweaver. I mean, we can try Swain, for example. Swain is a sorcerer, so it just helps us with. Oh, it's from this set. Yasuo from set 15. Darius from set 15. There it is. Jace was gonna be my next one. Not bad. How many guesses? 8 guesses. That's pretty good.
Look at us.
Run it back. Another I'll be the mech game. Wait, I was actually told that you can get all the mech augments at stage 2. Fiora and Yone, or it was my first set. That was a really good set. It was fun. TFT, man.
Rise again. I dare.
Okay.
Brace yourself.
Man, I need Kai in my lobby for a free top 7. I mean, maybe this is the Drift Duos game. I have 2 copies of Lucian. He may get 2 more. What was the encounter? The encounter is Augment round swap. Kaisa. I actually do think Kaisa is like kind of playable, but I probably should have sold it for Callista. Pilfer, Heavyweight Crest. Heavyweight Crest is for Knuckledusters. Can I tempo this with Vi? I have Last Whisper, which is fine. I mean, hero augments are just generally really good. I just have to make sure no one's playing like a Juggernaut reroll line. I don't think anyone is, so. And so I could do this. I have Kabuko too as well. Shoulder Breath. I think I go Last Whisper. I think that's more important than Quicksilver. So now all my utilities taken care of. Should I just make this? It's Kabuko 2. Heavyweight. I mean, it's probably worth. It's really expensive, but if I can freak from it, it's probably worth, I think. Oh. I actually hit Mundo pair. Wait a second. Should I just bank that I print gold? Should I just bank that I print gold? I have 3 upgrades. Maybe I can bank that I'm strong. I can just hold Mundo. He took give him the chair Mundo late. That's kind of unfortunate. Because give him the chair kind of means that he's going to go for Vi. I didn't print any gold. Didn't print any gold. Probably better to play 4 jugs. Don't buy each other's. I mean, I'm gonna hold like just Mundo too. Oh God, it was Mundo 2. I'll stop at Vi 2 if you stop at Mundo 2. Deal? I mean, that sounds like a good deal.
Mundo's pain always
I think I have to go for this as well. I think Lucian actually has been getting the kills. Wait, this guy already have Mundo 2? Oh jeez. Okay, give me some kills, Vi, please. Vi, I need a snowball. I need this snowball. Atomic. Nice. Okay, I got something. Nice, I got more as well. Do I care about backline? Kabuko 2 is like really good. Just early game.
Another fight, another fee.
Family flashbacks by Hero Augment? Is it? 3 gold is more than something. The thing is, it's about how spread out it is. But I think I think I need to take like an augment. Or sorry, I think I take an item augment here. I'm probably not gonna get Udyr last pick, right? So I'll probably go Quicksilver if they let me get glove. If not, maybe just take like a bow or something. So many cloaks. Take bow then. Tournament favorites. I can take Spear's Will. Gold Destiny. Double Trouble Vi. That actually is like super woke. But the thing is, both of them. But the thing is, Double Trouble doesn't go well with hero augments. Unfortunately, there's an incompatibility because your second Vi doesn't get anything from it. So it's kind of cool, but Gold Destiny is not as good as Spear's Will actually. So I think it's I think I need to actually take an item here.
Boom, baby.
I think I go Giant Slayer. Three guys, it literally I don't know how to tell you, it literally doesn't work with hero augments. You can't take it on hero augments. It's not like a matter of being bedge or woke. It just doesn't work. It's a Riot Games thing, man. Oh God. Okay, no, at least I win this fight though. Stop his win streak.
Unmatched.
It works on one of them. I mean, yes, you're right that it works on one of them. But it's not worthwhile to do. The trade-off, in my opinion, is not worth it. It's not like, because it's not like considered to be quite good. Did Giant say the best item in the game? It might be, yeah. It just might be. I went Gold Destiny today with Kennen Hero Augment and got Restart Mission. Oh, wait. Oh, I got an item. Oh my. Okay, wait a second. That's huge. I got a glove as well, which is a nutty one. That is a nutty one. Okay. If I just get a sword, I have IEGS Last Whisper first. I mean, I also can get another sword and get BT. I mean, that's pretty good. That sounds pretty good to me. Okay. And then backline can just be like whatever. It could be I actually think Smolder's pretty good now because it just gives you +1 item. The power of having a +1 free item slot is really, really good. And I could just play some Smolder. Hodge Quicksilver is fine as well. I have Hodge Quicksilver moved last Whisper to another unit. Spirit Link. What works best with Juggernaut? Juggernaut technically works off of HP threshold. So it's last second save over... Last second save is like better because it restores us back, so... And then I'm at 4 heavyweight. I think it's I think it's Giant Slayer, Hodge, Quicksilver. Put this on KO for now. See if I can get Vi too. I am on a streak, but I also don't want to like overcommit to it. Also, there's no augment round to wait for, so like that. This was the augment round.
You put up a good fight.
Wages said on stream the Spirit Link has good compatibility with Juggernauts. That is true actually. The more I think about it, because he has some HP, but I think last second save is probably a little bit better for like, or rather, I think I'd rather hold last second save as opposed to Spirit Link. Do you think Spirit Link is better in that spot? I guess like last second save is like better against the burst, and the other is better against like the sustain. I think I want to roll until I hit Vi too.
I may fail, but I won't quit.
Set.
My mama.
Do I play Set instead of Aatrox? Because I hit Mundo too. I'll put this here for now. I mean, the thing is, Vi prints gold, but you don't want to dip too low. Because then too low would be like kind of bad news. You lost heavyweights? Oh, that's not good. I'll probably just take out Kabuko. Okay, I still have to roll to see if I can hit Vi too.
Victory awaits. Mundo's pain always at 0.
Chin 2. Okay, Vi 2. Mod check.
I choose this fight.
Okay, where's this Vi? I've been rolling like a pretty good amount of gold. No one else. There's only been one other Vi out. Miss Lulu. I already have Jin 2. Although, is Jin contested? I guess there are Malphite players, right? Maybe I should actually consider it. I thought these guys were playing 4 crew though. These guys are playing. They're not playing Jin. Yeah, they are. They're playing classic crew. So Jin's like uncontested. I got another item which is really good. I could go. Maybe I just go like Sunfire now. Okay, maybe I just go Sword. 4-cost Sword is really good actually. Okay, there's 3 people win streaking. I need Vi 2. Vi 2.
My heart
Vi 2.
is iron.
Vi 2. Thank you, man.
Here comes
Thank you,
the
thank you.
punchline.
Thank you. You're a merciful god, Mort Dog. Should I go Edge Knight on Vi? And then GS on Jin? Edge Knight and Quicksilver. Is that a little excessive? No, I think it's actually quite good. Was Socialite removed? It's still listed on a comp. Which comp? Oh, another item. Visage. Oh my god, I'm high rolling. I'm high rolling. It's actually kind of good. Oh, it feels nice. It actually feels nice. Let me put this on, I guess just Mundo for now. I could also put it on Jin. I think I just need like tankiness. Yeah. Okay. Maybe Atomic. All good. None of these are like particularly really appealing. Did Vi's hero augment change? A little bit, yeah. She doesn't have the same one as before. In fact, they don't really oftentimes bring back the same hero augment. Unless it's like a super popular one. Like Shen's, for example, is pretty popular.
Look at that face.
This guy's 7 Mundos.
Punch me.
If you can, I on Viego and Quicksilver Jin. Quicksilver Jin doesn't sound that good. Jay's second option. Okay, we'll have to adjust that. It's hard to get everything in the first update wave, so. And Dishsoap's been busy scrimming, so. Okay, where? Wait, what? Oh, he got forward thinking super early. What the heck was that?
Look at that face. It's just screaming, punch me.
I have an IE as well. I hit Mundo 3 already. I'm still looking for my 4th Vi. Vi 4.
I choose this fight.
My audience awaits.
I mean, it's IE. I think I'm gonna put IE just on Jin. Wow. A lot of other, and this guy's like going for Lux 3 and everything like that. Man, just when I thought things were like, things are going well in terms of like the early snowball, but like my reroll count again, very bad. Is it that much worse to roll on 7? If I'm rolling for 2 costs?
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
It hurts so good.
Boom, baby.
I'm 1 off Jin 3. I think I'm gonna roll a little bit here. So I have Jin 3, but 5 copies of Vi. Once I get this, I feel like I should also just like move my my power up. Just like move it off of Mundo. Boom. I mean, the good news is that my lead is so high because of high hold, because I high rolled early game, that it's still looking okay. The bad news is, well, I mean, you guys see the bad news. Iscat, thank you for the tier 1. Lux 3, Shinzao 3, and then Mundo 3. At what point do you send it? Well, I'm really, really healthy, so that's like the other thing right now. I mean, when I say I'm healthy, I literally have full HP, so it's probably fine. Also, Atomic is a damage tank. It's a damage one. It's not a tank one. So if I'm gonna be taking a damage power up on frontline, I might as well get one on Jin. Is my logic. Oh my, Jin 4-shot. Woo! 13 streak. I think my lead is so good that I should probably get top 4, but there's a pretty good chance that I just like at one point I fall off extremely hard, and then yeah. I can't believe you took aim for the top and played crew. Oh man. That is pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Aim for the top crew. That is pretty nuts. That is pretty nuts.
Brace yourself.
Set 2 on 6. Okay. I mean, should I just go to 7? I'm like kind of far. I feel like I'm just not going to hit this Vi. I'm just going to go 7. It's fine. It's not that huge of a deal. Are the odds worse? Yes. But like, I mean, it is what it is. I kind of want this to be anti-heal, but at the same time... Sorry, I kind of want this to be anti-heal, but at the same time, I kind of just want to slam my items. I mean, maybe it's one of those things where I just like push levels, and now I just like go. I look for Varus. Like rolling for Vi 3 might just be fruitless. Spoils of War, Story of 7. I try to pivot out and it gives me TF. You aren't even make it to TF. You have to aim for the top. That's easy, fast 8 to Juggernaut TF. How did you figure that out? Well, say something next time. Instead of keeping secrets, I'm supposed to play your game for you.
Here comes the punchline.
Man, you meet some interesting characters. Who else will? If you fire up the stream, someone will help. Also, I should put these items on set too instead of Mundo too. How about we aim for the stop? No one else deafened. No, it's true. Speak up next time and we don't hold hands. But what if he's lonely? The crew players went 7-8, man. I can't. I'm not smart enough for this. You know what? I can appreciate. We can appreciate some self-awareness, right? We can appreciate some self-awareness. It's probably remove and then put this on set 2, and then yeah. Am I rolling on 7? I feel like I'm supposed to just push levels. I feel like I feel like I'm supposed to just push levels and just look for Varus, and then just like see if I can like do the thing where I roll for by 3 on 9, you know.
Sure, you hurt Mundo good. Me can take it.
I'm gonna go Sunfire here. I can change his power on her. Oh. I'll do that. Some tankiness is fine. I suppose on Aatrox, because Aatrox comes out if I find Lee Sin. The dream is dead, guys. The dream is dead. No 100 game. If I find 7 Vi's, I'll roll. If I find a natural 7th Vi, otherwise I think I just level, right?
What do you fight for?
Because I think the goal from here, I can also just rotate this out. The goal from here is simply just to push levels, look for Varus, and then call it, right? Was that to go Juggernaut frontline this game? Well, so your aura farming was Twisted Fate. Yeah, I mean, you could do that. You could also play Bastions. You just play any front line. You don't have to play Juggernaut. You can play Bastions as well. Because they nerf... I think Bastions might even be a better front line than Juggernauts at the moment. Especially because there's a Mundo player and there's me as the Vi player, so you probably don't need to do both. Or you don't need a 3-way. It's... So yeah, I'd probably say that you should just play Bastion TF and then go like TF, Zyra, Gwen. Very, very solid.
A great day to fight.
Okay, so now I just push levels and then... Yeah, that's the game. Why are you holding an extra Aatrox too? Because I'm kind of low on removers, so I kind of just want to like sell it. I'm like low on the remover count right now, so I think it's like worth holding on to. It doesn't cost me anything. This guy's level 9, Jinx 2, Braum 2.
Braum is here. Strike like
I also probably don't want artistic KO. Huh. Versus Spirit Sword. Wait a second. Jin? Oh? Jin? Woo! Wow. What a unit. What a unit. My God. Thoughts on Crown Demacia? It's actually more pickable than people think, but it's really good on hero augments. I played a game yesterday of it where I went super first with Crown Demacia on what's his name? Shen hero augment. Probably Titans. This is like, again, these are like what's his name items? Lee Sin items, I guess. I could also have gone... Can I gone blue buff? No, blue buff was taken, right? I could have gone Hodge. Hodge is okay, I guess. Gwen 2, Samira 2. You know, Artistic KO is doing pretty well. I do think Spirit Sword is better. But I feel like Artistic KO is like... Okay, so if Spirit Sword is S tiers, Artistic KO is like an A-. Like A. And I don't want to waste like fruits because I'm pretty sure one thing that's going to happen is I think I'm going to remove my fruit off of Vi and put it on like a 2-star Varus or something if I hit it. So I'd rather have 3-star Jin and 2-star Varus have fruits than Vi 2, if that makes sense. Mundo players didn't just buy Vi's. No, no, I mean he did. They held up their end of the deal, man. He held up their end of the deal. I held up my end of the deal. Oh, see, 8 Vi or 7 Vi's. It's definitely a roll for Vi 3 on 9 thing. Like I'm gonna eventually have enough gold where I'm just gonna get to 9 and then roll for it. Two Soul Fighter players, Yuumi. Do you guys think Yuumi is actually good, or is Yuumi a fraud? I could also go IE, and I can go like I can go IE, and I can go Edge of Night on frontline. Buy? Ooh. She can't print any more items, though. Oh my. That set just tanked a full Yuumi ult to the face. My god. This Vi feels very low damage. Well, it doesn't matter because I have Gen 3. It's a lot of damage. Also, it's not even that low damage, is it? Like the thing about the you know what's really interesting about the Vi hero augment is that it's not just a carry, it's also like a resource engine, and she's also like kind of generating some tank value as well. So I don't think it's that bad. Convert 3 resists into every second converts 3 resists into AD. Udyr. Do I have to stop any like 3-star 4 costs? No. No. Deathblade on what's his name? Okay, so I sack one more and I go next turn. It's actually Deathblade Jhin, and then it'd be Last Whisper on... it's actually Deathblade Jhin, Last Whisper on Lee Sin, I think. Because Jhin doesn't even want Last Whisper. He's not even applying it very much. And if he has Deathblade GSIE, it's actually probably not Spirit Sword. It's probably back to Artistic KO. So it ends up going full circle, which is nice. Okay, Vi. Just print some more Gs. Come on, one more. Nice. 2 more gold. I pre-leveled to 9.
What do you fight for?
Charmed, I'm sure.
Be ready. None will escape my grasp.
Miss Volibear 3.
What'd you say about my mama? Keep up.
Needles out.
Don't stand firm.
Out of my way.
Okay, I got blown up. I might have to abandon Vi as well, depending on how it goes. I mean, if I never can get to cap, I might not beat this Soul Fighter player. We'll see.
Our duel begins.
Are they cash out a Soul Fighter? Yes.
My pain, my power.
I choose this.
Oh,
fight.
man. I don't think I'm hitting the Vi 3 on 9 type of thing. Oh, wait.
Boom, baby.
Your skill against mine.
Oh, man. Dude, actually, this is my level 9 board? Are you serious? I just rolled so much gold for this. Oh, my. That is terrible. What the heck happened here? Take out TF. I mean, he's giving me some resources. He's also a really good applier of Last Whisper, like a really, really good applier of Last Whisper.
Your turn to shine.
No one's dying? How is this even possible?
No more game.
Man, that roll down was just absolutely awful. Ooh, wait a second.
Here comes the punchline.
I hit. I actually hit. So now what do I do? I mean, this is probably good enough, right? I actually hit my cap. It took all the gold necessary to get to 9. I mean, surely is good enough. Surely is good enough. I mean, I hit cap. It should be good enough. Go 10. The game's... You know what? You're right. I'm going to go 10. Hold on. Going to 10. And... Okay, I missed. Go 10. You know, I actually don't even think Vi... I'm not sure if Vi even wants... Oh, she does, actually. I was like thinking about, should I put this on Lee Sin instead? I'm gonna have Lee Sin crashing on this side. I know he doesn't draw aggro, but I want him to have the specific angle, you know? Bam! Let's do it. Let's go, Vi. Oh! There it is. First of the day. Finally, man. All it took was 2 people holding hands, 7/8, going crew, and then, of course, a 100 streak with it. I'm actually surprised how much gold I went at 9, and I actually took the hits. It was actually crazy. I feel like I super greeded, and I needed every ounce of gold I could get. All right. 8 hours. That's pretty good, actually. Maybe I should take a break, because... I mean, part of me, I mean, today was a lot of like limit testing, different stuff. I don't even feel that bad about losing. I think I lost like 200 LP, but it's not even that big of a deal because I was just like testing a bunch of ideas out. I think what I like, okay, things that I like, I think when you have a good spot for mech is good. I think this Yasuo reroll comp is like really situational. I feel like forcing it is like kind of gambly. I think Smolder actually feels really good. This Mecha Aatrox thing was just bad. Smolder was good. Sorix felt bad. Tiny team. Okay, this is okay. A lot of the A's today were actually just me limit testing stuff, right? So if you take out all the limit testing / wandering trainer games, my scores today were actually 3, 2, 5, 5, 4, 1, which is actually pretty good. 3 + 2 + 5 + 5 + 4 + 1. Divided by 6. I averaged a 3.3 today. That's actually pretty good. It's not bad. And then I averaged a straight 8.0 on all my experiments. Just take out the bad game. No, I didn't take out the bad. I took out the game. I took out the games where I knew from the very beginning I was just trying out. I was just limit testing ideas, man. Limit testing ideas. You can't be afraid of making an omelet without cracking a few eggs. All right. So tomorrow we're gonna be doing. The reason why I think I'm gonna end here. Well, first of all, it's 8 hours, but also because I'm gonna be covering both EU and NA all throughout the weekend, and it's gonna be like 12 hours of co-streaming every day. And tomorrow I have to wake up at like 6 a.m. So, actually, sorry, the tournament starts at 6 a.m. I'm gonna try to wake up a little before that to cover all of it. So make sure you guys tune in. TPC is tomorrow. It's very exciting. I'm really hyped for it. And yeah, that'll basically be it. So make sure you guys come through. We're making the mother of all omelets. Oh, yeah. Oh, big time. All right. I think I'm going to raid T-Lies today. Wait, actually, this guy tricked me. Should I even raid this? Should I reward this guy for bad behavior? Mecha Blade Aatrox. And I got punished. All right. Yeah, I mean, you guys can go check out Greg. He's going to join me for Friday, so. He's going to be an EU time stream. That's right. That's right. So, what time does NA start? It starts at 1 p.m. Pacific. Okay, you know what? Before you guys go, I'm going to do a countdown timer for you guys. EU TPC day 1 start. Starts at tomorrow 6 a.m. All right. And then wait, what? 0 hours? Oh, it starts tomorrow. It starts tomorrow. Oh. There it is. There it is. Wait, what? Come on, man. All right, I'm sorry. I think this website is useless. All right, whatever. It doesn't work. 13 hours and 40 minutes. See you guys tomorrow. Peace. Ashlot, thank you. Raid message. Don't play Mecha Blade Aatrox. All right, later.